Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet.
Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into our time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Crime on this Friday with episodes of Under Arrest starring Joe Desantis, Inner Sanctum Mysteries from 81 years ago, Suspense and The End of the Road, Glenn Ford starring in this one, and Frank Lovejoy in the premiere episode of Nightbeat. And we'll wrap it all up with another episode of Claudia. That's all straight ahead on this Friday, the 6th day of February. The 37th day of the year, 328 days remaining. In Paris on this date in 1778, the Treaty of Alliance and the Treaty of Amity and Commerce, signed by the U.S. and France, signaling an official recognition of the new republic. Massachusetts became the 6th state to ratify the Constitution in 1788. In 1815, New Jersey granted the first American railroad charter to a John Stevens. The first minstrel show in the U.S. opened on this date in 1843, the Virginia Minstrels at the Bowery Amphitheater in New York City. Ulysses S. Grant gave the U.S. its first victory of the Civil War on this date in 1862 by capturing Fort Henry, Tennessee, the Battle of Fort Henry. The 20th Amendment to the Constitution went into effect on this date in 1933, shortening the time from election to inauguration. Jack Kilby of Texas Instruments filed the first patent for an integrated circuit in 1959. On that same date, in 1959, at Cape Canaveral, Florida, the first successful test firing of a Titan intercontinental ballistic missile accomplished. It was on this date in 1971, Alan Shepard became the first golfer on the moon. He was the first person to hit a golf ball on the moon anyway.
Well, Houston, while you're looking that up, you might recognize what I have in my hand is the handle for the contingency sample return. It just so happens to have a genuine 6-iron on the bottom of it. In my left hand, I have a little white pellet that's familiar to millions of Americans. Drop it down. Unfortunately, the suit is so stiff I can't do this with two hands, but I'm going to try a little sand trap shot here. And you got more dirt than ball that time. Got more dirt than ball. Here we go again.
That looked like a slice to me, Al.
There we go. Raise the die. One more. Miles and miles and miles.
Astronaut Alan Shepard driving a golf ball on the moon on this date in 1971. Washington National Airport renamed Ronald Reagan National Airport on this date in 1998. And in 1999, Hillary Clinton became the first lady to run for and be elected to the U.S. Senate.
New York defined what was possible in the 20th century. And New York can make what seems impossible today possible in the 21st century. And that's why I want to be your senator from New York. Thank you all very much.
And in 2018, Elon Musk's SpaceX Falcon Heavy, a super heavy launch vehicle, made its maiden flight in 2018. Passing away on this date in history, Arthur Ashe.
Arthur Ashe was just plain better than most of us.
Former UN ambassador and Atlanta mayor Andrew Young on Arthur Ashe, who passed away on this date in 1993 of AIDS, acquired through blood transfusions. Others passing on this date in history, Vince Guaraldi, the man who did all the wonderful music for the Charlie Brown television shows. Also, Hugo Montenegro, the man behind The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Yeah. Danny Thomas passing away on this date. Actor Joseph Cotton. The man who created Captain America, the Fantastic Four, and the Incredible Hulk, Jack Kirby, comic book writer. Austrian singer Falco, the Beach Boys' Carl Wilson, actor James Whitmore, and the world's foremost authority, comedian Irwin Corey. All those folks passing away on this date in history. Birthdays on this date include the third Vice President of the United States, also baseball player Babe Ruth.
Are 714 home runs the most you ever hit?
Well, it's quite a few, isn't it? Well, I tell you, in the old days, but say back up till 1921 or 20, if your ball club needed one run, it was 3 men on base in the ninth inning, and for instance, I got up there and hit a home run, it didn't count for a home run, it only counted for one run driven in. So you make the score 2-1 or 3-2, something like that. Well, I hit quite a few like that.
Babe Ruth on a radio show. Babe Ruth born on this date in history. Also, by the way, the third Vice President and the 40th President, all born on this date. So let you think about both of those while I tell you that also the mistress of Adolf Hitler, Eva Braun, born on this date. The man who talked about, "You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch." Thurl Ravenscroft, who my voice couldn't get that low. No, it couldn't at all. Thurl Ravenscroft, born on this date. Zsa Zsa Gabor, darling, born on this date. Actor Patrick Macnee, you remember him from The Avengers, the spy show, not the superhero show. Actor Rip Torn, Jamaican singer Bob Marley, and singer Natalie Cole. It was so wonderful seeing, even though it was all, artificial, seeing Natalie Cole and her dad, Nat King Cole, singing together, even though they weren't. It was video editing and that. Also, the third Vice President of the U.S., born on this date, it was Aaron Burr. And the 40th President, who can forget? The guy who starred in Bedtime for Bonzo, Ronald Reagan.
This is Ronald Reagan speaking to you from Hollywood. You know me as a motion picture actor. But tonight I'm just a citizen, pretty concerned about the national election next month, and more than a little impatient with those promises the Republicans made before they got control of Congress a couple of years ago.
I can't help but think about how often, at moments of accomplishment and triumph, as well as crisis and heartbreak, we came together in this way. A president giving his accounting to those under our system of government to whom he is accountable. We've shared a great deal together. For me, it's been a special relationship. Believe me, Saturdays will never seem the same. I'll miss you.
President Reagan first as an actor, and at the end there, his final address to the American people as president on Saturday mornings that we always broadcast. President Reagan, 40th President of the U.S., born on this date in history. All those folks born on this date, and they have all moved to a new podium.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
B.J. Honeycutt in MASH. Mike Farrell, 87 years old today. News anchorman Tom Brokaw is 86 today. Teen idol Fabian Forte is 83 today. Peggy Hill from King of the Hill, Kathy Najimy is 69. From the Parenthood, Robert Townsend is 69. From Guns N' Roses, Axl Rose, 64. British singer Rick Astley, who will never give you up, never let you down. He is 60 years old today. From Teen Wolf and Gotham, Crystal Reed is 41. From Polar Express and 2.5 Men, Tinashe is 33. And from Stranger Things, Charlie Heaton is 32. Those just a few of the people celebrating the 6th day of February as their birthday. If this is your birthday...
Hi, we're the Four Freshmen, and we just want to say, Happy birthday to you!
If you're taking prescription medication to deal with digestive distress, check out Professor B's Digestive Aid. It is a very simple formula made from honey and pure apotheria, an herb from ancient Rome. It is purely natural, And check it out, because you'd be surprised. It restores the natural balance in your digestive system. And once you got it balanced, just a tablespoon every couple of weeks and you'll feel great. Ongoing stuff. Restore your digestive health with Professor B's Digestive Aid. Check out the information available at profbees.com. That is PROFBEES.com. You see the link also in the show notes. You see the link over at classicradio.stream. And if you use my promo code Wyatt, WYATT, you'll save 10%, the best price possible. And then you will also support the podcast. Check it out. Professor B's Digestive Aid, profbees.com, promo code Wyatt. Your gut does a lot for you. Do something for your gut.
Daily, the broadcasts of Radio Free Europe and Radio Free Asia strike through the Iron Curtain, bringing the truth about the free world to the captive peoples behind it. Help send a message by giving to the 1952 Crusade for Freedom.
Joe Desantis, born to Italian immigrant parents in New York City, and his mom worked in a paper flower factory. Dad, a tailor, and he debuted as a broadcaster on an Italian radio station in 1931, and he worked as an instructor with the Works Progress Administration. Heard on Pepper Young's Family, Mr. District Attorney, The March Times, Gangbusters, Kate Smith, and he was one of the narrators of Norman Corwin's On a Note of Triumph. DeSantis, actually, this was his only starring role in radio on an ongoing basis, and that was in this series, Under Arrest, a Mutual show. And he also did a number of television actors, though mostly character actors, dialect characters, not huge roles, but he did well. Joe Desantis passed away at the age of 80 in 1989, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Now, I have to tell you folks that this show is not the greatest work of art. But if you like heavy police procedurals, this is a good one. Under Arrest, going back 77 years, February 6th, 1949.
Criminals behind bars. Under Arrest, the story of Police Captain Jim Scott's fight against crime.
Captain Scott.
Harry Gavin, Jim.
Yeah?
I'm at Madame Chirini's.
Great. Aren't you supposed to be on duty?
I am. I'm sitting up with a corpse.
Has the corpse got a name?
Sure has. Jerome K. Wade.
Jerome K. Not the gun manufacturer.
That's right.
The fellow who used to be partners with Sam Carver?
On the button. He's been shot.
Who did it?
Sam Carver.
Oh, you're crazy. Sam Carver's been dead for 4 years.
Yeah, I know.
Now, look, Gavin. From what you tell me, an important man's been murdered. I don't like to joke about such things.
I'm not kidding. Madame Chirini's a medium. She swears Sam Carver did it.
A medium?
Yeah, one of those people who bring back the dead. Looks like she brought back Sam Carver. Cute, huh?
I didn't think it was cute. The Sam Carver case had been looked upon as a suicide. Carver was partners with Wade in the gun factory, and it was his job to inspect the guns before shipment. He passed a defective bunch, and they were shipped to the Army. Some of the boys at Okinawa got a rough deal when the guns didn't function as called for, and the incident created quite a scandal. Carver wrote a full confession, then blew his brains out in the library of his home. Only one thing didn't jibe. We never could locate the gun. Madame Chirini's place was located over the Red Parrot Bar and Grill. You had to pass through the bar to reach the back steps.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Get my fortune told. I have a date with Madame Chirini.
Ah, wise guy, huh? Well, if I were... Oh, excuse me. Didn't know you wore a badge.
That's okay. Which way is it?
Turn right through the door there, and it's one flight up at the head of the stairs.
Thanks.
Hello, Cal.
Oh, Larry. Where is it?
Right here. That third eye in the middle of his head is a bullet hole.
Thanks. You find a gun to go with it?
No, Jim, and I've been all over the room.
No gun?
That's right. Just like it was with his partner, Sam Carver. This is Madame Cherini.
No?
This is a terrible thing to happen, Captain. I've been practicing for 30 years, and I never had any trouble
There's
before.
always a first time.
Oh, believe me, Captain, I run a respectable place. Such a thing has never happened to me.
Nothing happened to you. Not yet. It happened to Wade. Were you here when he was shot?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
I was in my trance. Mr. Wade wanted to communicate with the spirit of his dead partner. We held a seance. I remember nothing. I just reached through to my control.
Control?
The spirit who makes my contacts for me, Kathy. Communication was established. The next thing I knew, I heard a shot. It penetrated the veil, and I came back to Earth once more. The room was pitch black except for a light behind me. I turned and saw him. Just as plain as I see you now. It was Sam Carver, a gun in his hand. Oh, it was a beautiful materialization. Beautiful.
Yes, no doubt. What happened then?
It vanished right into thin air. Of course, it couldn't stay once I was my conscious self.
Of course.
I turned on the light. The switch is right here under the table.
Oh?
Mr. Wade was exactly opposite me. He had a look on his face, a look that I'll never forget. His mouth was open as though he were about to say something. Then he toppled out of his chair, just as he is now.
You were conducting a seance?
Yes.
You need more than 2 people for a seance. Who else was here?
Mrs. Wade and Mrs. Carver.
Where are they now?
Mrs. Carver took Mrs. Wade home.
You mean Mrs. Wade saw her husband shot and she left just like that?
Well, she was hysterical. She kept screaming about divine judgment, and our husband got what he deserved. Benny might be able to tell you more about it. He helped her out.
Benny?
The bartender downstairs. He came running up just as soon as he heard the shot. Do you want to talk to him?
Yeah. Yeah, go get him, Larry.
Check.
I think it might not be such a bad idea to question this Benny. While Gavin went to get the bartender, I took a look around the room. Nothing unusual about it. No secret trapdoors, sliding panels, nothing like that. There were heavy plush hangings, but they covered bare walls only. A low-hanging chandelier hung over the round table, and the light switch, as she said, was under the table. But you couldn't see any props, nothing to create contrived effects. Madame Cherini herself didn't look the part of the conventional medium, except for the fact that she was dressed completely in black and had a pair of the deepest, blackest eyes I've ever seen.
Here he is, Captain.
Hello, Benny.
Captain?
Madame Cherini tells me you rushed up to the room as soon as you heard the shot. Is that right?
Yep.
Why?
Why?
Weren't you afraid of getting shot yourself?
Oh, I see what you mean, Captain. Well, no, frankly, I didn't think of that. Madame Cherini's a good friend of mine. I only thought she might be in trouble.
And you're not afraid of guns?
Not as much as most people, I guess. In a way, I'm kind of used to them.
Where did you get used to them?
Okinawa.
Okinawa?
Yeah, there was a war. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember, Benny. I also remember a certain ugly incident. Bad guns delivered to our boys in a certain company. Could be some of your buddies died on that account. Jerome K. Wade and Sam Carver manufactured those guns. I'm not saying Wade didn't deserve to die, Benny.
I ain't saying he didn't deserve it either. I think that... Hey, why look at me? I didn't do it.
There was nobody in the room but the women when you entered, and nobody could have passed you on the stairs. Maybe you didn't run into the room at all, Benny. Maybe you were here all the time.
Nuts, I was down at the bar waiting on my customers till I heard that shot.
Why couldn't it have...
Yes, exactly. Why couldn't it have been one of the women?
I don't think so. As I remember seances, you all hold hands around the table. Isn't that right, Madame Cherini?
That's right, Captain Scott.
And Wade held each of the women by the hand, and they in turn held the hands of Madame Cherini. Doesn't seem possible, unless all 3 women were in league to kill Wade. In that case, the other 2 could have released Madame Cherini, but that seems like too long a shot.
Yeah? Well, then maybe you can explain how I got to look like Sam Carver, huh? They all agree that it was the ghost of Sam Carver who killed Wade.
Who do you mean all?
Mrs. Carver, Mrs. Wade, and Madame Cherini here.
That's right, Captain. We all recognized him. There couldn't have been any doubt that it was Sam Carver.
Sam Carver's been dead for 4 years. Yet you're sure you recognized him. You must have known him well.
Very well. Sam Carver was interested in spiritualism. Mr. Wade always used to laugh at him.
Yet you claim it was Wade who asked for this seance. And it was here he was murdered. Now, who killed him?
Sam Carver.
Bunk. Dead men don't go around killing people.
In my profession, Captain, you find out that dead people are not quite as dead as they seem.
I got a funny feeling as I looked at the corpse. There was something in the expression. Kind of fixed smile. And the bullet hole Larry Gavin had described as a third eye. For a moment in the dim light, I could have sworn the dead man winked. But it's my job to catch live murderers, not ghosts. Jerome K. Wade was killed by a slug from a .32. Nothing ghostly about that. But as far as the gun was concerned, it might just as well have been ectoplasm. I warned Madame Cherini and Benny, the bartender, not to leave town. Lieutenant Gavin went to look up Mrs. Wade and get her story. Myself, I went to pay a call on Mrs. Sam Carver.
Captain Scott, I'm so sorry to have kept you waiting.
Quite all right, Mrs. Carver. Naturally, you're upset.
Naturally. First Sam, then poor Jerry. Would you care for a drink? I think I need one.
Thank you. I don't. She looked anything but upset. Mrs. Carver must have been quite a beauty in her day, and her day was not quite past. She moved like an animal with a lithe, sensuous grace. She smiled invitingly and sank down on the couch beside me, sipping her drink. Pity we have to meet always under these circumstances.
Isn't it? I won't pretend I'm exactly grief-stricken about Jerry Wade. He was just as responsible as my husband, even more so for that arms shipment. Yet poor Sam took all the blame.
What happened tonight? Exactly.
Probably just what you already heard. Mr. Wade invited me to attend this seance.
I thought Mr. Wade didn't believe in such things.
No, but he knew I did.
Oh?
Sam and I were always great believers in spiritualism, and especially in Madame Cherini.
Well, what was Wade's idea?
To convince me he had nothing to do with Sam's passing. I've always suspected something peculiar about my husband's death. I could never quite believe that Sam committed suicide, although it was I who found the body and the gun was right next to his hand.
That gun? What happened to it?
It simply disappeared.
Like the murderer disappeared tonight?
Murderer? I'm sorry. The truth is, Captain, I don't like my husband being called a murderer.
Your husband? Oh, you mean the ghost.
I saw it with my own eyes. So did the Wades and Madame Cherini. There couldn't have been any disguise.
Well, it was dark in the room.
There was a light around him. He was pale and his eyes were burning. He looked straight at Jerry Wade. The same gun was in his hands.
The same gun? How do you know?
Don't ask me how, I just knew.
Yes, go on.
He looked straight at Wade, and I heard Wade say in a strange, broken voice, No, Sam, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to, honest. And then...
Yes?
My husband uttered one word, murderer, and fired. Madame Cherini awoke, and my husband disappeared.
With the gun?
Of course.
Now, look here, Mrs. Carver. That was no ghostly bullet which killed Jerry Wade. It was a real bullet like the one which killed your husband. By the way, who was present in this house the night your husband was shot?
Was shot? You don't think he killed himself then?
I'm not sure. In any case, he was shot. I'm asking you who was here.
Well, there were Mr. and Mrs. Wade, my son.
Your son?
John. He'd just come home from college. There was quite an argument between him and his father. It was on account of that scandal about the guns.
Where is he now?
Away at school at Yale.
Yes, go on. Anybody else?
Oh, yes, of course. There was Madame Cherini. She stayed to dinner. We were going to have a seance later.
Who was the last person who saw your husband alive?
Madame Cherini, I think. She had a talk with Sam in the library. Sam was very upset about the argument with John. Madame Cherini was his advisor.
You don't look like the mother of a grown son.
Thank you, Captain. Are all policemen so gallant?
I imagine they would be. With you.
Thank you again. Are you sure you don't care for a drink?
Quite sure.
Too bad, Captain. We could both do with a bit of relaxation.
It was late when I got to my office next morning. Larry Gavin had seen Mrs. Wade, and her story checked with those of Madame Cherini, Benny, and Mrs. Carver in every particular, even to the exact words used by her husband and the ghosts. Lieutenant Gavin had his own theory about the crime, and I wasn't too sure he was wrong.
Jim, I say it's all hypnosis. This medium sets up the mood, gets them all into a frame of mind where they're ready to believe anything. She shot Wade. It was dark in that room. How else could anybody plug him right in the middle of the forehead without being close up and knowing exactly where he was sitting?
Well, maybe an ordinary guy couldn't, but a ghost could.
Now, don't tell me you're going soft in the head, too.
Well, all the stories check. They couldn't all have been in on a plot to kill Jerry Wade.
I don't say they were. I'm saying the old gal hypnotized him. It adds up.
Maybe. I'd like to check with ballistics first. Captain Scott, get me the lab.
Yes, sir. Yes?
Captain Scott, did you check the Wade bullet against the bullet in the Carver file?
Yes, I did, Captain.
Well?
It's from the same gun, Captain. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure it's from the same gun?
Positive.
Thanks.
Well, that clinches it. It must be the medium.
Why?
Wasn't she there the night Carver was shot?
Right.
Aren't all these mediums pretty good sleight-of-hand artists?
Right.
Wouldn't it have been a simple matter for a good magician to divert attention and pick up the gun in Carver's hand?
Right.
And wouldn't she use the same gun to kill Wade?
Wrong.
Why not?
Why should she plan a murder in her own home, where everything points against her?
So she could blame it on a ghost.
What motive would she have in killing Wade?
He thought she was a phony. He was an enemy of Sam Carver's, one of her oldest friends.
Not enough. Nobody risks the chair for that.
Then what do you think? The ghost did it?
Maybe.
Oh, have you gone nuts?
Maybe. Get me the Red Parrot Bar and Grill.
What are you going to do?
Make an appointment with the ghost.
Oh.
Hello?
Benny, Captain Scott.
Oh, yeah, Captain.
Could you call upstairs and bring Madame Cherini to the phone?
Don't have to call her, Captain. She's right here.
Oh, what do you know? She's right there.
Madam Cherini, this call is for you. Take it here.
Yes, Captain Scott?
Madame Cherini, you claim you brought back the spirit of Sam Carver last night. Materialized, I think, is the word you used.
Yes, Captain.
Then, could you materialize this spirit again for me?
I don't think so. Why should you want me to do that?
I'd like to remind you, Madame Cherini, this ghost is wanted for murder.
Oh, nonsense, Captain. You can't electrocute a ghost.
We can try.
I won't do it.
Madame Cherini, I'm afraid you don't realize your position. If you're a faker, then the ghost killer is something cooked up by you, and you're under suspicion of murder. If you're on the level, it's up to you to prove it by producing the ghost.
Spirit materializations are not easy. I may not be successful.
Well, that would be too bad for you.
The atmosphere has to be propitious.
What's wrong with the atmosphere?
There's too many policemen. They're all over the place. Spirits are allergic to policemen.
Well, send them away.
I can't rely upon you for that.
You've got my word.
All right, then.
When?
Tonight. Tomorrow morning, rather. Say about 3 a.m.
Why so late?
I want the circumstances to be favorable. I don't want any noise from downstairs. At 3 a.m., the bar will be closed.
Okay, you've got a deal.
One more thing.
What is it?
We'll need at least 2 others, sympathetic spirits. I think I can get Mrs. Carver.
Fine. How about Mrs. Wade?
Oh, I'm afraid she's too upset. I have it. We'll use Benny.
The bartender? Is he sympathetic with spirits?
He ought to be. Dishes enough of them out.
Shut up.
What is that?
I'm sorry, Madame Cherini. I wasn't talking to you. Okay, it's a date, 3 a.m.
Another thing. You must purify your mind.
Oh? Well, how do I do that?
Go into seclusion.
Seclusion?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Larry, who have you got trailing Madame Cherini?
Hennessy.
Where is he now?
Across the street in a cigar store at Maple and Clark.
Phone him. Tell him not to lose sight of Madame Cherini for a minute. It's urgent.
Okay. Where are you going?
Into seclusion. You heard what Madame Cherini said.
Where can I reach you?
My room. Phone me if it's important. Hello?
Jim, Larry Gavin, and this is important.
Yes?
Hennessy's been telling Madame Cherini she's gone to Mrs. Carver's house.
Only natural. She's inviting her to the seance.
She's been in there with her for over an hour. If all she wanted was to invite her, she could have used the phone.
I see. Okay, I'll take care of it.
You going to the Carver house?
No, I'll wait for Madame Cherini at the bar in the room.
Is that the way to purify your mind?
It's my way. Did you call the boys off?
Yes, Captain. Do you think it's smart?
I'll let you know after the night. All right, if anything comes up, I'll be at the bar.
Boy, I wish I were a captain. Oh, good evening, Captain. What's your pleasure?
Anything with the original label? Madam Cherini told you about the seance?
Yeah.
Ever been to one of those things before?
Yeah, lots of times. I'll, have to hold your hand tonight, Captain. You mind?
No, not so long as somebody holds your other hand.
Here it is, Captain.
Oh, here's one your eye.
Not mud, Captain. Ectoplasm.
Captain Scott, I didn't expect to find you here.
Just checking up, Madam Cherini, making sure everything's all right for the seance. But, shouldn't you be resting yourself?
Well, even mediums can use a little fresh air.
Is that all you went out for? Fresh air?
And ask Mrs. Carver to attend.
Will she?
Yes.
Fine.
This is hardly the atmosphere for you before a seance. You should be alone with your thoughts.
I was just going, but just one question. Mrs. Carver told me you spoke to her husband shortly before his death.
Yes?
Did he sound to you like a man who was going to commit suicide?
No.
Yet he left a suicide note.
Not a suicide note, Captain Scott. A confession. There's a difference.
Suppose it weren't suicide. Have you any theory about what might have happened?
Well, this is only a supposition, mind you, but in the light of recent events...
Like the ghost of Sam Carver returning to shoot Jerry Wade?
Exactly. There was a big argument at the Carver house the night he was killed. His son, John, wanted both Wade and Carver to confess and take the consequences. Shortly afterward, both men retired to the library.
And what happened?
Well, I wasn't there. I can only suppose.
Yes?
Wade could have pretended to be convinced that it was best for them both to write full confessions.
Then what?
Once the confessions were written, Wade could have shot him and placed the gun near his hand. Then all Wade would have to do was sneak out through a side exit, taking his own confession with him and leaving Carver's. It would look to everyone as though Sam Carver had taken his own life in remorse.
And what could have happened to the gun?
Oh, Wade would have been afraid of his prints on the gun. He could have pocketed it later while no one was looking.
Or someone else could have picked it up. Yourself, for instance.
What do you mean?
Skip it. Did you tell Wade about your theory?
I did make certain suggestions.
Enough to convince the unbelieving Wade to attend a seance? Now, this is only a theory, mind you, Madam Cherini, but I'm going to be as generous with you as you are with me. Suppose you were the one who lifted the gun. Suppose you weren't an authentic medium, and suppose you wanted to frighten Wade into a confession of guilt. A confession only you would be able to force.
Why should I want to do that?
It's an ugly word, Madam Cherini. Blackmail.
Well, there's an uglier word, Captain Scott. Murder. If such was my intention, why should I kill the goose that lays the golden eggs?
Well, it's only a theory, Madam Cherini. I was only supposing you were a fake. You are an authentic medium, aren't you?
Of course, Captain. But you'll find that out tonight, won't you?
I hope to find out a lot of things tonight. It was uncanny. I now understood the purpose of the curtains on the walls and the dark dress worn by the medium was to absorb even the faintest suggestion of light. Try as I would, my eyes could not penetrate the darkness. I sat directly opposite Madame Cherini. Mrs. Carver held my left hand, and I could feel her knee brush mine under the table. Benny held my right hand. The medium held theirs. The circle made a chain of communication that was almost electrical. Through the hands of those next to me, I could feel the medium stiffen as she went into a trance. She began to moan, and then called upon her control, the spirit who was a guide in the other world.
Oh. Kathy. Kathy. Are you there? Kathy. Kathy, answer me. 2 raps if you can come through. 3 if there is interference. Do you hear me? Good. Are the channels clear tonight? 2 raps, yes. 3, no. I will speak no more. Mrs. Carver, will ask you questions. And you will answer her through me. Is that clear?
Kathy, can you hear me? Is the spirit of my husband with you? Can you make him materialize? Kathy, can you hear me? Can you make my husband appear?
Mrs. Carver's hand gripped mine tightly, and I felt the bartender's hand stiffen. I strained my ears, anxious to catch the slightest sound. I thought I heard the creaking of the hall door, but it might have been the wind. We sat tense, holding our breaths.
Kathy!
I couldn't believe my eyes. Slowly, a circle of light began to form at the other end of the room. A man's head and shoulders were framed in the light as though suspended in midair. The face was supernaturally pale. The eyes dark and glowing.
Sam! Sam! Captain Scott is here. He's a policeman. Show him what you did last night.
From nowhere, a hand appeared. A hand with a gun. The figure uttered one word. Murderer. I heard a click. I crashed to the floor, sweeping Mrs. Carver down with me. There was a flash, and the shot reverberated through the room like a thunderbolt. Under cover of the darkness, I lunged toward the figure with the gun. He seemed to be running toward the fire escape window. There was a crash as the window broke. I pulled my gun and started after him. Too late, I realized I'd been tricked. The so-called Spectre had thrown something through the window, probably the gun, and then made for the hall door leading to the stairs. I heard him go running down the stairs. Madam Cherini! Madam Cherini! Put on the light!
What is it? What's happened?
Put on the lights. The switch. Under the table. Mrs. Carver found the switch. For a moment, I could not get used to the glare. When I was able to focus my eyes, I saw Madame Cherini on the floor.
She's dead.
The hole was in back of the head this time. Ghost or no ghost, our murderer was a dead shot. And then I noticed Benny was gone.
Down the stairs.
I was about to follow when I heard a noise in the hall. Somebody was coming up.
Okay, Chief. Here's your ghost.
John! Oh, John!
No doubt about it. The ghost was John Carver, Mrs. Carver's son. It explained the resemblance to Sam. The resemblance had fooled Mrs. Wade and trapped her husband into blurting out a confession. John Carver was dressed all in black. The inside of his black topcoat was smeared with phosphorescent paint from the waist up. In the darkness of the room, all he had to do was to open his coat slightly to get the ghostly glow we had all seen.
Nabbed him as he came charging outside. He almost got away in the dark. It's a good thing his coat was open.
Good thing you disobeyed my orders and was here to catch him. Well, what have you got to say for yourself, John?
It wasn't his fault. He didn't know what he was doing.
No, it's all right, Mother. Yes. I killed Wade. He deserved to die.
And the medium?
Madame Cherini started the whole thing. She knew I never believed my father committed suicide. She came to me with a plan for trapping Wade into a confession. Got me to play the ghost.
Was Madame Cherini who gave you the gun?
Yes, she had smeared it with some of that shiny paint to scare Wade. It was my idea, too, at first. But when I heard Wade admitting his guilt, practically confessing he murdered my father, something snapped inside of me. I pulled the trigger. I'm a good shot.
We know that much.
I hid behind the curtain. When Benny took Mother and Mrs. Wade down, I stole after them. The bar was crowded. All eyes were on Mrs. Wade, who was hysterical. They left through the front door. I slipped in, mixed with the crowd, and made my getaway.
Why did you kill Madame Cherini?
She came to the house. She was furious because I'd shot Wade. Said something about killing the goose who laid the golden eggs. It was evidently her intention to blackmail him. Wade was dead, so she chose to blackmail me instead. Through Mother.
John, why did you?
My mother had nothing to do with all this. I couldn't stand by and see that woman tortured.
I know. And I'm not saying I don't understand, son. But no man is big enough to take the law into his own hands. Ready to go, Larry?
All set, Jim.
Take your prisoner.
Under arrest.
Into your cells. All prisoners present and accounted for.
You have just heard Under Arrest, presented by Mutual, a new series featuring Joe Desantis as Police Captain Jim Scott. Under Arrest is directed by Martin Magner. Today's drama was written by Norman Lessing. Original music is composed and played by Milton Kay. Madame Cherini was played by Virginia Payne, Mrs. Carver by Linda Watkins, John Carver by Leon Janney, Lieutenant Gavin by Carl Eastman, and Benny by Annie Donnelly. All names of persons used in Under Arrest are fictitious. Any resemblance to names of actual persons, living or dead, is coincidental. Broadcast engineer Cy Paget. Sound effects Ronnie Harper and Walt Shaver. Your announcer is Jack Curtis. This program came from New York. Straight Arrow, the thrilling story of an Indian's adventures on the Western Ranges, becomes a top Mutual feature tomorrow and every Monday evening. You can enjoy Straight Arrow, and then stay tuned for intriguing mystery with the famous Sherlock Holmes, another Monday night highlight on the world's largest network. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
77 years ago, February 6, 1949, Under Arrest on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. We'll open the creaking door for an Inner Sanctum Mystery next.
Do you know how old the school building in your community is? If it's over 25 years old, the chances are that it's woefully inadequate. Join with the groups in your community working for better school conditions. Remember, better schools build a stronger America.
We continue now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox with an episode of Inner Sanctum Mysteries from 81 years ago, February 6, 1945, Death in the Depths.
Lipton Tea and Lipton Soup presents Inner Sanctum Mysteries. Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum. This is your host, Raymond, inviting you once again to join our scary company. Please come in, won't you? We have a full quiver of shivers this evening, and what? You say it's rather cold in here. Well, some of the chills of our story must have leaked out. Why don't you all huddle together? There's so much comfort in having someone else beside you instead of being besides yourself.
Now, Mr. Raymond, that's no way to welcome people. You're apt to chase them away talking so scary-like.
What? Oh, hello, Mary Bennett. So, you don't think I'm a good host, huh? Maybe I should say, lay your little head on a pillow. Are you comfy? There. Now, Uncle Raymond will drone you to sleep with a bedtime story, and when you wake up, Aunt Mary will give you a nice hot plate of Lipton's noodle soup.
Oh, dear. There's just no talking to you. Folks, please don't listen to the way he talks about Lipton's noodle soup. Try it for yourself. You just don't know how good noodle soup can be until you've tasted Lipton's. It's got such a grand chickeny flavor. It really tastes homemade.
And then, of course, Lipton's noodle soup comes in a package, so it's no work to prepare. You just empty it into boiling water, and in a jiffy, soup's on. And another thing, Lipton's makes lots more and costs less than canned soups.
Well, thanks for the hot facts, Mary. And here's a fact for you. Did you know that more than 2/3 of the Earth's entire surface is unknown? The salty wastes of the sea? Only a short distance under the surface, death lurks in 100 different shapes. And that's where we're going to take you tonight in Robert Newman's strange story of death in the depths. A wharf in a small seaside town a few minutes before midnight. Moored to the dock, just barely visible through the thick fog, is a stubby, broad-beamed ship. Suddenly, out of the swirling mist, a man and woman appear. He is tall, heavy-set, carries a sea bag over his shoulder. She's slim, attractive. They reach the end of the dock, and he stops. His face haggard.
I can't do it, Leila. I just can't. That's all there's to it.
Stop arguing and get on board there.
I'm telling you I can't, Leila. I can't. Why even think about it? The way the water looks down under. The feel of it pressing against
And
you.
I'm telling you that you're going whether you like it or not. 2 years of living in crummy second-rate rooming houses. That's plenty, see? Too much. You're going back to doing something that really pays off.
Leila,
I told you to shut up. Now stop squawking and let's go aboard.
Okay. Hi there, the Gasca Bay. Is Captain Brody around?
I'm Brody. Come aboard.
Evening, Captain. My name's Farrell. This is my wife.
Hello.
I understand you're going off on a job and you're looking for divers.
Well, yes, I am. We've got a salvage job off the Keys. It's a tough one, 20 fathoms. We only use real deep water men. What did you say your name was again?
Farrell. Steve Farrell.
You mean Big Steve Farrell? Why don't you say so? Sure, I can use you. Wait right there. I'll go get the paper.
Okay, Captain.
Well, was that so tough?
Leila, for heaven's sakes, don't make me do it. You don't know what you're asking me to do it. It's like sending me... Leila. Did you hear that? 9 bells.
What of it?
What of it? There's no such thing as 9 bells. It's like a clock striking 13 o'clock. And it means death. The only other time I ever heard it was when Curly...
Listen, I'm getting sick of this, see? You don't want to do any more diving because you've lost your nerve. And because a bell rings 9 times instead of 8, you say it means something. Well, what do you think it would mean if I told the police a couple of things I know? I'll tell you. It would mean the chair. Now, how do you like that?
Leila, you don't know. You don't know.
Take care of yourself, Stevie boy. I'll be seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Feeling pretty good, aren't you? You think you're getting just what you want? Well, maybe you are. Because when I sign those papers, I won't be signing on as a diver. I'll be signing my own death certificate. I'm all set, Captain. Any instructions before they close me up?
No, Steve. Can't expect much on a first dive, but see if you can determine the extent of the damage. All we know about her now is that she's about 1,500 ton. Her name was the Santa Elena. She went down in a collision.
Right, Captain.
Okay, close them up. Start the pumps. Lower away.
I'm scared. Scared. I swore I'd never go down again. But here I am. It's all just the way I remembered it. Nothing at first but the quiet. Just the pumps, like the echo of your heart beating. And the light fading as you go down. getting darker. And the cold. The pressure building up, pressing harder and harder. Gripping you tighter and tighter as if you were being swallowed by something alive. Always down below where you can't see it. Something waiting. Something that... Stop it. Gotta stop it. It was a time when I really used to like diving. When did it all begin? Despair. Yes, that night in the bar in Tampa. She told me she married Curly.
Well, this is certainly quite an evening you're giving me, Steve. It's more like a wake than a celebration. Why are you looking at me like that?
Wondering whether I should kill you. Whether I should talk to Curly and let him do it.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You know Curly. You ever found out how things were with you and me? Well, he's just young enough and crazy enough about you to put you away for keeps.
I can handle Curly with my little finger. And besides, you wouldn't do anything like that.
Wouldn't I? Why'd you meet me here tonight? You know it's because you wish you were married to me instead of him.
So what? What are you going to do about it? You know darn well he'll never let me go.
No. I guess he won't, but... We've got to do something.
Yeah, but what?
After all, he wakes for me. Diving's kind of dangerous. As a matter of fact, we're getting off on a job tomorrow that's pretty tricky.
Steve.
When you want something badly enough, there's always a way of getting it. Yeah, that was the beginning. That wasn't when I was afraid for the first time. That came later. 2 days later, out on the reefs. 2 days of being with Curly and talking to him. Knowing all the time what I was going to do. And that last dive, late in the afternoon. Standing on deck with Andy, the pump man, and watching Curly through the clear water. Watching her move across the deck of the Hulk. As cool as she was, and...
You going down too, Steve?
Yeah, Andy. Maybe we can wind up today and start home tomorrow. You can handle both of us?
Sure. Only watch the coral over on the port side there, sharp as a razor. Almost took Curly's boot off this morning. If you get into any trouble, well, I'm all alone up here.
I'll watch you. You want to button me up?
Yeah, sure.
Going down then. Just the way I'm going down now. But I still wasn't afraid. Not yet. I was too busy figuring out just how I was going to do it. And landing on the bottom and starting to work my way toward the Hulk, over the coral. There was Curly's hose and safety line, lying on the coral, snaking its way to the Hulk where he was working. I didn't have to look up. You could tell by the shadow I was under the hull of our ship, so Andy couldn't see me. And I came to a place where Curly's line was lying right next to a coral spur. And I knew that was it. I bent down, looked at around the spur so Andy couldn't pull him up.
Hello, Curly. Curly, try your line. I think it's fouled.
Then I did it. Took out my knife and cut Curly's air hose. Andy must have known it even before Curly did. As soon as the bubble started pouring out of the end of the hose.
Hello, Curly. Can you still hear me? I think you're in trouble. Your airline's cut. Hold it and save whatever air you got. Steve's on the bottom, too. He'll get over to you. Did you hear, Steve?
Yeah, I heard. I'm going as fast as I can.
Steve, you gotta hurry. Where are you?
I just hit the deck, but it's clouded up and I can't see anything. Where's Curly?
Up forward near the ship's bell. Listen, he says he's going to ring it so you can follow the sound. And for heaven's sake, hurry.
Follow the sound? As if I didn't know where he was. Straight forward. I could see him now, his lifeline taut, so he couldn't move. Holding his air hose with one hand and ringing the bell with the other. He was swaying back and forth. And I started counting the strokes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then he slid down onto the deck. The air bubbled out of his helmet, and I knew he was dead. I remember thinking, 9 bells. 1 bell after midnight. Then suddenly it came over me that this was something I was never going to be able to forget. Never. But every time I went down, I was going to see him swaying there, hanging on to the bell, waiting for me. Waiting.
So that's why Steve Farrell wouldn't go back to his old profession of deep-sea diving. I should think it would lose some of its appeal if you expect to meet a dead man every time you go down. How about that, Mary? Climb aboard and tell us what you think.
Well, Mr. Raymond, I certainly wouldn't like to be a deep-sea diver. To be all alone down there in the cold water with fishes and all sorts of things swimming around you. That's not for me.
Oh, but just think, Mary, when you come up, you could have a nice hot plate of Lipton's noodle soup.
I think you've really got something there. Lipton's noodle soup would sure be welcome at a time like that. It's such a heartwarming dish. It perks you up just looking at it, looking at those tender noodles floating in that golden broth. Why, I'm getting to talk fancy. But really, folks, Lipton's does taste sort of special. It's got a chickeny flavor, and it just tastes homemade, like the old-fashioned noodle soup you used to make yourself. But heavens, I don't want to be interrupting Mr. Raymond's story, so I'll just say, try Lipton's real soon, won't you, folks?
Now, shall I go on with the story of death in the depths of the sea? And that strange underwater world where dead men ring their own death knell on the bells of sunken ships? Okay. It's just a moment later now. And Steve Farrell is still standing on the deck of the sunken freighter, Santa Elena.
Oh, Steve, anything the matter?
Why, no, Captain. I'm sorry. I thought I heard something funny, and I guess I lost my nerve for a minute. After all, this is my first dive in quite a while, but I'm okay now.
You sure? We can haul you up and send Mike down.
No, I'm okay. I'm going to stay.
Well, all right, but don't forget we can't see you from up here. So keep talking all the time so we'll know exactly where you are and what you're doing.
Check. I'm up forward now on the port side of the deck. I'm just going inside. The companionway door is jammed shut, and I'm working on it. There she is. And now I'm inside in the car door. It's pretty dark. I'm switching on my light. I can see now, a little way ahead of me at least. It's all kind of queer.
Queer? How?
Just funny, strange. She's canted over on her starboard side, so the card is tipped over at an angle. Sort of like a dream where everything's turned around. Kind of different and still familiar. Why does it seem so familiar? Seems to remind me of something else. That's it. The corridor of the hotel right after we were married. Walking down it with her, Leila. Out onto the terrace. The way she took the cigarette I gave her. Smiled at me. Very sure of herself.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks a lot.
Why the smile, baby?
Why shouldn't I smile? I'm young, healthy, and I'm married to a guy I like. A guy who's going to take real good care of me.
I sure am, baby. Not only that, from now on, things are going to be different. Didn't have a chance to tell you before, but I'm through with diving. For keeps.
What do you mean?
Just that. I sold a boat yesterday and all the equipment. I'm out of that racket for good.
You shouldn't have done that, Steve. Not without talking to me about it first. What do you expect to do from now on?
Oh, I'm all set on that. I got a job as a second engineer in a freighter, the Arcturus.
Well, I guess that'll be all right. For a while, anyway.
What do you mean, for a while? You think you're going to tell me what kind of work I should do and what kind I shouldn't do?
But of course, Steve. Like I said, I'm your wife. And besides, if I wanted to, I could tell either you or anyone else a lot of other things. Like why you decided to give up diving.
What are you talking about? Gave it up because I was sick of it.
Is that the reason? Or is it because you're afraid that if you did do any more diving, you might start seeing things?
Seeing what?
Well, after all, you were right there when Curly had his accident and got drowned. The funny thing is, you were talking about how he might have an accident just before you went off on that trip. I've been thinking I really ought to talk to Andy about it since he was there, too, and find out just how it happened.
Andy's not around anymore. He left town right after I paid him off.
Oh, I see. Well, remember that the police could probably find him, Steve, if they should ever want to ask him any questions.
Steve, what's the matter? Why don't you answer? Where are you?
What? I'm sorry, Captain. Nothing's the matter. I guess I was just thinking about something else, and I'm at the end of the corridor now. Just open the door to the engine room. I'm going across the gratings now and down the stairs. Funny. Something kind of familiar about all this. Pattern in the grills. Picture the stairs. Hey, Captain, what did you say the name of this tub was?
Santa Elena. Panamanian Registry, I think. Why?
She kind of reminded me of another ship, the Arcturus. The Arcturus? What made me think of her? I know why. A year and a half in which I almost forgot about Curly. What had happened down there on the deck of the schooner. A year and a half in which I was almost happy, even with Leela. And that night, the night McHenry came up to me when I was on watch in the engine room.
Hi, Steve. How they going?
Swell, Chief. I just cut number 2 in again, and she's burning like a kitten.
Good. Look, Steve, the old man claims he's handling a bit heavy. He wants us to sound out the pumps and check the bilge. I told him he was crazy, but, well, maybe we'd better.
Okay, Chief, I'll get on it right away.
Anyone around to give you a hand?
I don't really need any help. But if I want him, Swanson's I have someplace.
Well, report to me as soon as you're finished.
Right, Chief. Oh, there you are, Swenson. Hey, where you going?
Come back here.
Go.
Hey, wait.
Wait a minute. You're not Swenson. Who are you?
I'm nobody, Chief.
Stowaway, huh? Hiding down here behind the boiler.
Give me a break, will you, Chief? I ain't doing nobody any harm. Where I'll be. Steve. Big Steve Farrell.
Andy. Andy Andrews.
And I wanted a break. This is terrific, Steve. Like money in the bank.
What happened to you, anyway?
Oh, usual thing. Run of tough luck. Been out of work for about a year now. Look, Steve, I'm pretty hungry. I ain't had nothing to eat since we left port.
I guess I could pick up some stuff from the galley for you. But you have to be careful. It'd be the devil to pay if they found out I was hiding it.
Good old Steve. I know you wouldn't let an old shipmate down. And, Steve, while we're at it, I could use a little cash, too.
Yeah, I figure that. Well, when we get to port, I guess I could let you have 10 or 20.
That's not enough. I was figuring on, like, 500 for a starter.
500? Are you nuts?
I don't think so, Steve. You see, after Curly had his little accident and you sold the boat and all the equipment, I figured you'd given up diving because you were kind of upset about it. Then I heard you'd married his widow, that Leela dame. I started thinking back. I remembered how Curly's air hose looked after we pulled him up. The place where it was cut wasn't rough, like it had been done by coral. It was clean, like it had been done with a knife.
You. So that's it. Blackmail.
Oh, why do you have to use words like that, Steve?
Okay, Andy. It's going to be a little tough to get, but... Wait a minute. What is it? Someone's coming, one of the wipers. We got to find some place for you to hide. I know. Down there in the bilge. Here, climb in. Right down through that window.
But it's almost full of water.
There's plenty of room, and you'll be safe there. Really safe.
Oh, okay, but you better not... Oh, what are you doing? Let go of me. Let go. Help! Help!
You'll be safe here, all right. I'll see to that. Stop struggling like that, Andy. It's not going to do you any good. And I'm in too deep already to let you go wandering around with what you know. And, weeks before they find you down here in the bilges. Maybe they never will. And if they do, they'll figure you tried to hide down there and got drowned all by yourself.
Hello, Steve. Steve, will you talk up and stop mumbling? Where are you now?
Down at the bottom of the ladder in the engine room. This light's not too good. The boilers are right in front of me, and there seems to be some kind of a brass plate on the floor here.
Captain! This isn't the Santa Elena. It's the Arcturus.
What are you talking about?
It is. Don't you understand it? It's the ship where I killed him. And he must still be down here. Down the bilges. Get me out of here. Pull me up.
Okay, Steve. Now take it easy. We'll get you up. Start hauling them up. Mike, you better go down there fast, see what the trouble is.
Hurry up, for heaven's sake. I think I see something moving back there. Behind the boilers. Hey, Brody. Thing like it did when Curly. That means that he's here, too. They're both here. Can't you get me out?
We're trying, but something's wrong with your line. Seems to be fouled. Now look, Steve. Try to get out yourself. Start working your way back along your line.
No good, Steve. You know that, don't you? You're here to stay.
Andy. It is you.
Sure, Steve. And I got a friend with me. A friend of yours, too. He's standing right next to you.
Curly.
We waited a long time, Steve. But now you're here with us. And now you're going to know exactly what it was like with both of us. You're going to know what it's like to drown.
Steve, why don't you answer? What's the matter? Steve, your lifeline and air hose, I think they're gone.
Hey, Curly, no. Let me go.
Too late, Steve. This is it. This is the way it was with us. Trying to fight it first, holding your breath. Then, when you can't fight it any longer, letting go. The water rushing into your mouth, nose. You choke at first, try to fight some more. Then everything starts to go black, and you relax. There are lights moving in the darkness, and suddenly you feel very peaceful and very free. Peaceful and very free.
Did you find him, Mike?
Yeah, he was right where you said. Down in the engine room. They're hauling him up now.
It's going to be tough breaking the news to his wife. How did it happen?
There's a heavy iron door leading into the engine room. It swung shut, cut his lifeline and air hose.
You're saying an awful lot of stuff that didn't make sense, but there was something about a bell.
Well, his lifeline was looped around the bell on the foredeck. Must have gotten caught when you tried to pull him up. And that may have rung the bell a few times. There was something else, though. You remember you said he kept asking if the ship's name was really the Santa Helena?
Yeah?
Well, there was a brass plate in the engine room with her original name on it. And it was the Arcturus. They must have changed it when they re-registered her.
That is funny. There's one thing that's even funnier. Well, of course, the whole thing was an accident, but I wonder what made that door close.
Oh, you do, Even with two able-bodied ghosts about. But that's the way we like to leave you, with a couple of things to keep you wondering. And when we do, then we've known we've really rung the bell. The funeral bell.
Oh, Mr. Raymond, with all the different kinds of bells there are, why do you have to talk about that kind?
All right, Mary. Pick your own bell, see if I care.
All right, then I'll choose a dinner bell.
Will you ring it 9 times?
No, sir. You only have to ring it once if you're serving Lipton's noodle soup. And folks will come swarming to the table, because they know it takes Lipton's to show how good a noodle soup can be.
Now, before I close the inner sanctum, here's a word of advice. If you should have nightmares tonight about drowning men and wake up with a start and see a strange figure in your room, a figure with staring eyes and seaweed in its hair, dripping water on the floor, don't be alarmed. Just ask it for its haunting license. Brother. By the way, this month's Inner Sanctum mystery novel is Net of Cobwebs by Elizabeth Sanksay Holding. Now it's time to really close that squeaking door until next week at this same time, when Lipton Tea and Lipton Soup present another Inner Sanctum mystery, directed by Hyman Brown. So until then, good night. Pleasant dreams.
Folks, I don't know how you feel, but that spooky bell gave me the shivers. Right now, I'd like to hear a cheerful sound that'd make me forget all about it. Yes, I'd like to hear a tea kettle singing on the stove. And when that water is at a good rolling boil, let's have a cup of Lipton tea. You know, the tea with the brisk flavor. That word brisk, B-R-I-S-K, means that Lipton's has a lively, full-bodied flavor. It never tastes flat or wishy-washy. So don't forget Lipton tea. And don't forget to tune in next Tuesday night for another Inner Sanctum mystery.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Raymond Edward Johnson as your host, Raymond, the original host of Inner Sanctum Mysteries. From 81 years ago, February 6, 1945, Death in the Depths, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. On our Saturday show, we will have Westerns, our regular crew, William Conrad as Marshal Matt Dillon in Gunsmoke, John Daner as Paladin in Have a Gun Will Travel, Jimmy Stewart as the Six-Shooter, and Challenge of the Yukon. That's all coming up on Saturday. Sunday, we'll have comedy with George and Gracie, Jack Benny, Gildersleeve, and Bing Crosby with his guests Fred Allen and Portland Hoppa. On Monday, we'll get back to crime with Dragnet, the FBI in Peace and War, Mr. Keene, Tracer of Lost Persons, and the Hallmark Playhouse production of Lincoln and the Baltimore Plot from 1950. On Tuesday, more comedy with My Favorite Husband, The Aldrich Family, Abbott and Costello, and another Sam Shovel mystery, and Mayor of the Town, starring Lionel Barrymore and Agnes Moorehead. On Wednesday, the Lux Radio Theater production of Now Voyager, starring Betty Davis and Gregory Peck, the Old Gold Comedy Theater production of A Girl, a Guy, and a Gob, starring George Murphy and Lucille Ball, and the 1962 Suspense production of The Man Who Went Back to Save Lincoln. Thursday, we will have Philip Marlowe, starring Gerald Moore, Boston Blackie, starring Dick Colmar, Casey, Crime Photographer, starring Stotts Cotworth, and another Inner Sanctum mystery. And then on Friday, a week from today, we will have more Darkness. I have an episode of Dangerous Assignment starring Brian Dunleavy from 1950. Sir John Gielgud and Sir Ralph Richardson, an episode of The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes from 1955. And then Fantasy, dark fantasy from 1942. W is for werewolf. You don't think of that kind of show being produced out of Oklahoma City, but it was. And then The Quiet Please and The Valentine from 1949. And that's we're going to wrap up Friday's show a week from today here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Coming up next, radio's outstanding theater of thrills features Glenn Ford and The End of the Road, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Alert Americans will heed history's lessons. Throughout history, surprise has had a leading role in military disasters. Today, an enemy capable of surprise air attack could leave chaos in his wake. That's why you should be in the Civilian Ground Observer Corps, volunteering a few hours a week to guard our skies. Be a ground observer. Contact your local civilian defense office.
We continue now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox with an episode of radio's outstanding theater of thrills from 77 years ago, February 6, 1947. This episode of Suspense stars Glenn Ford as Speed in End of the Road.
Yes, Roma wines taste better because only Roma selects from the world's greatest wine reserves for your pleasure. And now, Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, Roma Wines present
Suspense. Tonight, Roma Wines bring you Mr. Glenn Ford in The End of the Road, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Roma Wines by William Spear.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Those better-tasting California wines enjoyed by more Americans than any other wine. For friendly entertaining, for delightful dining. Yes, right now, a glassful would be very pleasant, as Roma Wines bring you Glenn Ford in a remarkable tale of
Suspense.
For an automobile salesman, I have expensive habits. I mean dames. It had been dames as long as I could remember. That is strictly murder. Also gets you definitely no place. So this day, well, I was turning over a new leaf. Nothing on my mind but business. Pencil in hand, a sheet of figures on the desk, figuring how to sell 1 million Excelsior 8s and make $1 billion. Someone tapped on the glass. I didn't even look up. Just the busy executive. There it was again. I looked up.
Am I disturbing you?
Was she disturbing me? I got up in a trance and followed her across the showroom floor. It seemed as though I'd never seen anyone walk that way before in all my life.
This is my husband, Mr. Ganlon. Mr. Evans, the sales manager.
How do you do, sir? All right, so she had a husband. He was a little sourpuss runt with a limpy leg, about twice her age, dressed like dough. The kind of dough that could buy Excelsior 8s by the dozen. But I wasn't thinking about that now. I was thinking about her. I was thinking the best way to guarantee seeing her again was to send them out that door in an Excelsior 8, so I pasted on the big salesman's smile, went to town. Now, this is our customs line, Mr. Ganlon, distinctive in appearance. You'll notice that three-tone color effect inside. Now, that's upholstery there to match. And the broad, graceful, sweeping lines, that's a thing of beauty.
What's under the hood?
Well, that's the question I've been waiting for. Why, the world-famous Excelsior motor, Mr. Ganlon.
Gan, please, I've never driven in an Excelsior. Perhaps Mr. Evans would take us for a ride?
Oh, now look here, Sylvia.
Gan, please.
All right.
It won't take a minute. Yeah. You try that rear seat, Mr. Ganlon. You'll find it broad and luxurious. Now, Mrs. Ganlon, if you'd care to sit up here in front.
Thank you.
You can see what it'll do. You see how it handles, Mr. Ganlon? Like a baby carriage,
Well, keep your eyes on the road.
I turned the corner on 2 wheels, explained about the minimum sway being on account of the stabilizers. In the mirror, I saw he'd kind of closed his eyes, so I turned to her. I I still didn't know if this deal was gonna be too easy, but one look at the look in those eyes, and I began to have a rough idea.
What do they call you?
Which they?
Your friends.
Speed? How about you?
Sylvia? Why the speed, Evans?
I like to get places.
I like to go places.
That's the same thing.
Maybe you're right.
Maybe we're both right.
Maybe, Speed. Maybe.
If she'd asked for it, I'd have made that Excelsior turn somersaults. As it was, I showed her some driving tricks that'd make your hair stand on end. She loved them. Every once in a while, her eyes met mine and clung there just long enough. We knew, both of us, what I was selling, and it wasn't an Excelsior. Well, I can have the car ready for delivery first thing in the morning, Mr. Ganlon. What do you say?
Again, please.
All right, Sylvia, all right.
Now, if you'll just sign the order.
I want it now, and I pay cash.
Well, that's fine. Fine, Mr. Ganlon. That's fine. I think you'll find the desk in my office the most convenient.
Oh, that's your office there?
Huh? Yes, that's right, Mr. Ganlon. I'll collect all the necessary papers while you're making out the check.
All right, all right.
Well, how did you like it?
Like what?
Well, the car, for a start.
I love it.
You'd better drive in for a service check as soon as you can.
When?
Well, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
You suppose you could manage to be alone?
Yes. I'll be alone.
She came in the next morning, and she was alone. Well, from that day, we went places. We went there fast. But this was different. She was different. Different from anything I'd ever known before. And in less than 2 weeks, I knew I didn't care about husbands or Excelsior 8s or even $1 million. All I cared about was her. And it was the same with her. That is, most of the time. That was what was tearing me up the worst. The way she was the other times, kind of standoffish, scared. It was screwy. I didn't get it. One day, we were down at the beach, and as usual lately, we were arguing about it.
Oh, please, Speed, don't.
What's the matter with Reno? We gotta do something about it someday, haven't we?
Yes, yes.
Well, that's what they got Reno for.
He'll come after me.
I'll let him come. We'll tear up his claim check.
Speed, I want to run along the beach. Come on.
All right. At 33, I'm a little too old for this stuff. Anyway, I want to know.
Speed, you've got to learn to relax.
I lost my roller skates.
I'll get you another pair.
I don't need skates.
Yes, you do.
All right, Sylvia. Sylvia, cut out the horseplay, will you, and quit stalling. I want a decision, one way or another now.
Oh, darling, now you're angry.
Sure, I am. It's a screwy deal. You love me, you want to leave him, but you won't.
Oh, but I will, darling. Speed, you see, there's so many things that are complicated and mixed up. Well, first, there's my father.
Well, what about him?
Well, you see, my father and Ganlon were mining partners in a little town called Phoebe, Arizona, and then there was a cave-in, and my father was killed. Well, he was such a wonderful man. We were so terribly close.
Oh, it's tough, baby.
Sometimes it's almost as though he were alive. I see him in dreams, Speed, ever so often. I hear him speak. It was 10 years ago.
Oh, what's all that got to do with you and Ganlon?
Oh, stop it! Stop torturing me! Can't you just leave me alone? Leave me alone!
Okay, if that's what you want.
Oh, no, Speed, no, don't leave me.
Now, look, baby, I don't know about you, but I'm leaving town tonight. I can't take this any longer. I'm going back now, quit my job, draw my $3 out of the bank, and pack a bag. I'm leaving tonight, with you or without you.
Oh, no, Speed, you can't. You can't go without me.
Well, that's up to you, baby.
But I'm afraid.
Of what?
I don't know.
Well, we'll worry about that later. What about it?
All right. All right, I'll go.
I was to meet her at the usual place at 8 o'clock, and I was on time. But even before I got there, I realized she'd never show up. I waited an hour, then I crossed the street to the apartment where they lived, the 7th floor. It was 707. She must have been hanging around the door because she opened it almost at once, came out into the hall, closed it behind her. She was scared to death.
Speed, you've got to go. Right away.
Not without you, baby.
No, listen. Listen to me, Speed. I lied to you this afternoon.
No kidding.
I mean, about my father. He wasn't just killed in a cave-in. He was murdered. Ganlon murdered him.
Oh, so you married Ganlon to kind of show your appreciation.
Yes, I mean...
Look, you don't make sense, baby. Come on, we're going inside.
No, Speed, no!
We're gonna settle this once and for all now. In the living room, Ganlon was lying on the couch with his shoes off, his feet kind of propped up. In a chair opposite was a young punk in a tan overcoat who looked as though he took the wrong kind of nose drops when he needed courage. He let it fairly be known that he had a gun in his pocket. Ganlon didn't even look up.
Well, Mr. Evans, this is an unexpected pleasure.
Well, I'm afraid it's no pleasure. Either way, I've come to tell you that your wife is leaving you with me.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
What about it, Sylvia?
I don't...
You don't seem to have entirely convinced her, Mr. Evans.
Listen, I don't know exactly what goes on here.
Obviously.
But I do know that she's headed straight for a crack up and that you're at the bottom of it. So she's leaving tonight. Go on, Sylvia, get your things.
All right.
Mr. Evans, I'm not sure you fully appreciate the penalties of stealing a man's wife.
Well, there's divorce courts to handle that. Besides other ways, if you're big enough.
Well, since you've brought up the question of superior force... All right, Zeke, take it.
Okay. Put him up. Hi, funny face.
Oh, gunsels with guns you have, huh?
Sometimes they come in handy, Mr. Evans.
Come on. Start walking.
Any particular direction?
Yeah. Outside.
All right. You win, Mr. Ganlon.
Take him out and kick him down the stairs, Zeke. Kick him.
The punk was plenty shaky. He had the gun jammed right into my back. That's not smart if your guy knows a little judo. I made a quick half turn. He fired, but not soon enough. And I broke his arm before he could try again. The gun scooted across the floor somewhere, and I was just thinking it was lucky they soundproofed these fancy apartments. And the thing started going off again. I whirled around to see Sylvia with the gun in her hand, stalking Ganlon like a tigress. He was cowering behind the furniture, and she was moving around trying to get a clear shot at him. Took me one good leap to get over there and knock her cold. There was a bowl of water, some flowers on the table. I threw the flowers on the floor, threw the water on Sylvia. She opened her eyes, looked around.
Oh, Speed. Why did you do it?
You're lucky, baby. When you get better at it, they're liable to call it murder.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you Glenn Ford in End of the Road. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Between the acts of Suspense, this is Ken Niles for Roma Wines. Whenever you want dinner to be outstanding, whenever the occasion calls for the magic touch that changes a meal into gracious, satisfying dining, enrich your table with a delicious Roma California wine. With tender, juicy steak or oven-browned roast, enjoy the tantalizing taste harmonies of red, robust Roma Burgundy. Or bring out the exquisite hidden flavors in fish or fowl with pale gold, delicate Roma Sauterne. And remember, all Roma wines taste better because Roma begins with choicest grapes. Then, with unmatched skill and resources, Roma guides these naturally finer grapes unhurriedly to tempting taste perfection. Later, Roma places this luscious grape treasure with Roma wines of years before. And finally, Roma selects from the world's greatest wine reserves for your pleasure. With your dinner tomorrow, enjoy better tasting Roma wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma, the greatest name in wine.
And now, Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Glenn Ford as Speed Evans, with Kathy Lewis as Sylvia Ganlon in End of the Road, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
After the gunplay, I thought it'd be easy. When I tried to get her down into the car, she clawed me like a wildcat. I had to clip her again. And it was a battle all the way across town until we got to barreling along Highway 99. She knew she'd break her neck if she tried to jump. Then, all of a sudden, she went to sleep. I looked at her over there, sleeping in the corner, rolled up like a kitten and as innocent as a baby, and I knew I was for it if it killed me. I'd have to do the best I could. We'd passed Bakersfield. I was headed up over the Tehachapi Mountains before she woke up. It was morning.
Oh, hello, darling.
Feeling better, baby?
Mm-hmm. I had such a wonderful dream. I was a little girl again. And I was with my father, and he was rowing across a lake. And then...
Then what?
Speed, I lied to you about Ganlon. He didn't kill my father. I was wicked to say that, wasn't I?
You're just a little mixed up, that's all.
Speed?
Yeah?
Where are we going?
We're going to your hometown, baby, Phoebe, Arizona.
Oh.
You like the idea?
Well, I suppose so. Why?
Now, look, baby, I'm no psychiatrist, but something happened back there when you were a kid. Something to do with the death of your father. It's had you on a merry-go-round ever since. So much so that about nine hours ago, you tried to kill a man.
I said I was sorry about that, Speed.
Sure. If you and I are going to make a go at this, I think we ought to do something a little more practical about it than just feel sorry, don't you?
You make it sound as though you thought I was going to go around killing people for the rest of my life.
All I say is that you're not going to be very happy until we know the facts about this thing, whatever they are, until you've faced the facts. From then on, we can forget it.
Speed?
Yeah?
I'm terribly hungry, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess I could do with a little something.
Look, there's a place up ahead.
Okay.
Bus just pulled in.
Yes, one of the regular stops.
Speed. Kiss me.
How's that?
Oh, that's wonderful.
Let's go, huh?
My, what a lot of people.
Those big buses hold a lot of people, baby.
Help! Help! I'm being kidnapped!
Come here.
Help me!
It's all right. It's all right. She's my wife.
Hey, what's going on here?
I'm not. And I've never seen him before in my life. I'm being kidnapped.
Hey, say, that's no way to treat even your wife, mister. You ought to be ashamed.
All right. If you must know, she's crazy.
What?
She's my wife, but she's hopelessly insane.
I don't...
About 5 minutes later, she snapped out of it. You'd think nothing at all had happened, but I wasn't taking any more chances. I took to the side roads whenever I could, figuring the cops might be on my tail any minute, so we didn't cross the state line until way after midnight. It was next morning when I kicked it out of gear in Phoebe, Arizona. There was only one hotel. We registered, adjoining rooms. All the time, I was watching her like a hawk, but I needn't have. Now that we were there, she seemed to be glad. We'd been in our room in about 5 minutes when the phone rang. Hello?
Mr. Evans?
Yeah?
Just a moment, Mr. Evans. Mr. Evans, this is San Francisco, Operator 23. We've got a long-distance call for you.
San Francisco?
Yes, sir. We've been trying to reach you all night. Shall I put your party on now?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello? Evans?
Yeah?
This is Ganlon.
You must have a good private eye on your payroll, too, huh?
I know you're an intelligent man, Evans, whatever else you may be. I knew where you'd go. But I want to tell you something. You're getting in deep water, deeper than you know anything about.
And you hope I'll drown. All right. Maybe I will. But I'm still wading in.
I'm coming down there, Evans. In the meantime, keep quiet and keep her quiet. And keep your nose out of things.
What's that supposed to be, a threat?
I'm not threatening you, I'm telling you. For your own good.
It was Ganlon, wasn't it?
Yeah, he called to give us his blessing.
He's coming down too, isn't he?
Maybe.
Speed, I'm glad. You can't know how glad I am.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be real cozy, just the three of us.
You've been cruel to me, Speed.
Who, me?
I've forgiven you, though you know that.
Sure, baby.
I didn't understand at first, but I understand now. Why you brought me here, I mean. You're going to find proof that Gan killed my father.
I'll work on that.
I can tell you exactly how it happened.
You said yesterday you were lying.
Don't try to confuse me, Speed. You want to know or don't you?
Sure, let's have it.
Well, my father and Gan were tunneling a new shaft in the side of the mountain. They were working alone that day. They'd set a dynamite charge inside the shaft with wires out to the ignition box. The box worked with a plunger, but when my father pushed it down, the dynamite didn't go off. He went back inside to find the trouble. While he was in there, Gan pushed down the plunger again. My father was blown to bits.
Just like that, huh?
Don't you believe me?
Like I say, I'll work on it.
They'll hang him, won't they?
Hang who?
Ganlon, they'll hang him when you find the proof.
If he's guilty, they'll hang him.
Oh, you'll prove it, darling. Promise me you will, so they can arrest him when he arrives. You'll do it for your baby, I know. Kiss me, darling.
How's that?
Oh, that's wonderful. That's all I care about. That and seeing Ganlon hanged.
She went to sleep then, just as peaceful as you please, dreaming of Ganlon with a rope around his neck. Well, I found the thing they call the City Hall. I asked to see the records of her old man's death. Well, they hemmed, they hawed some, and then, well, it came out that half the town had burned down a few years back. The records went up with it. Well, they finally suggested I see an old-timer named, I think it was Konski. He'd been her father's mine foreman at one time or another. Well, I did. He was already waiting for me. He seemed to know what I was after. He was all primed with the answers.
Sure I know Sylvia. Sweetest, prettiest little kid I ever see all my life.
And, of course, you knew her father.
Sure I know.
I guess Sylvia must have been pretty fond of him.
Sure, she was crazy about him.
Wasn't she?
Maybe. But if she was the only one in this town wasn't glad to see him die.
Look, you don't have to be cagey with me. I'm trying to help Sylvia.
All right. You know what best thing you can do?
What?
Get out of town before you make plenty trouble.
Well, that was that. The next stop was the office of the weekly paper owned, published, printed, and peddled by one guy, a guy named McLean. He seemed to know all about my business, too. He had the files all laid out for me.
Look, why don't you lay off it, Evans, huh? It's 10 years old and dead and buried.
Look, you mind if I look at your files?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. You can see what it says. Mine disaster, premature explosion, accidental death.
Any chance it wasn't accidental?
What do you mean?
Any chance that Ganlon did it?
No, not a chance.
You seem pretty sure.
Did you ever notice that gimpy leg of his?
Yeah.
Well, that's how he got it. He was in the mine when it happened.
I was getting no place fast. Only a suspicion and not a very comfortable one. And I hadn't the faintest idea where to go from here. And then I thought of the doctor. Hey, there had to be a doc to sign the death certificate. I found out who it was. Dug him up. Well, he looked like the worst bet of the bunch. He was half wacky from the effects of age and a misspent life. Nothing left but his dignity and a collection of photographs. He insisted on talking about till I wanted to smack him.
Yes, it was my hobby before my eyes went back on me. But, well, those you see on the wall are only a few. Here. Take a look at some of these.
Who are all you people covering up for, Doc?
Huh? I beg your pardon?
You heard me.
Young man, do you realize that what you just said constitutes a most serious slur on my professional reputation?
Oh, nuts. Look, I'm trying to help a girl that I'm in love with. Can't anybody understand that?
Here, take this one, for instance. Notice the contrast, the light and the shadow.
Yeah.
I don't suppose you understand the meaning of the term traumatic experience, huh? No, I thought not. The psychic structure of the personality is a very delicate mechanism. For instance, in the case of Sylvia, take her to a competent man in the field, Mr. Evans. I no longer handle such cases.
Look, that's not what I came here to you for. You know that.
Well, I'm afraid I can't help you. Retired some time ago, you see. Here, now, look at some of these. They're older, of course, but there's still some very good ones among them.
Look, Doc, I don't want to look at pictures. All I want is...
Oh. You found one you like, eh? I knew you'd find one.
There's a date on it, July 14th, 1935. That mean anything to you?
Is that the stalagmite incrustation? If so, it's
I don't
one
know.
of...
I don't know. It's just got some rocks in it and a hole in a mountain. But that date is the date that Sylvia's father was killed.
Give it to me. Give it to me at once.
No, you don't. I'm afraid you've kind of torn it, Doc.
Give it back to me, I
But
say.
the part I got is still enough to show who killed him. I started back for the hotel, but I didn't feel so good. I didn't feel good at all. I asked at the desk if Ganlon had arrived. He hadn't, so I went on up to Sylvia's room. She was sitting at the dressing table making up her face. She looked up at me in the mirror.
You know. I can tell by your eyes you know.
Yes, baby, I know.
Then they'll hang him, won't they?
No, Ganlon? No. No, baby, he's in the clear.
He isn't. He can't be. He murdered my father. I know he did. You're just lying to me. You're trying...
Take it easy, baby. It's gonna be all right. Just let's get it over with, huh? And we can forget it.
Get what over with? You're acting so funny, darling.
Yeah. Take a look at this picture.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's me, isn't it? When I was a little girl. I'm awfully far away, but I still know it's me. But the smoke...
Don't you remember?
Please, Speed, my head kind of hurts. Don't.
Try to remember.
Speed, you're tormenting me. You're trying to hurt me.
That smoke is the explosion, isn't it?
I don't know.
You pushed the plunger,
know.
remember?
I don't
While
know.
your father was inside the shaft,
I don't
remember?
know. Yes. I killed him.
All right, baby, that's all there is to it. You can forget.
I hated him. It's all I lived for. It's all I ever dreamed of, to see his face bloody and battered. See his body all mangled and dirty. I hated him. I hate you. I hate all men. If I could kill every man in the world.
Where did you get that gun, baby?
Out of your overcoat.
You'd better put it down.
I tried to kill Ganlon because he knew. Now you know.
Put it down.
It's too late now, Speed. Goodbye, darling.
Listen, it's all over now. You were only a kid. I know how he treated you. The whole town covered up for you. They're still covering.
Goodbye, Speed.
When the door flew open, I ducked and the shots came. When I looked around, Ganlon was lying in the open door with the gun still in his hand. He walked right into it. He must have got in one shot, though. It was enough. She was still breathing when I got to her. That was about all.
It's all right now. Isn't it, darling?
Sure. Sure, baby. Everything is going to be all right.
Kiss me.
How's that?
Oh, that's wonderful. But I wasn't so lucky this time, was I?
Not too lucky.
I didn't miss.
No, baby. You didn't miss. Well, anytime you want to buy an Excelsior 8, you just come in and see old Speed Evans. No, I won't tell you about my troubles. Dames, that's my trouble. It's been dames as long as I can remember. It's too bad, though. We'd have probably had a couple of kids by now.
Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, Roma, America's favorite wines. This is Ken Niles returning to our Suspense microphone with the brilliant star of tonight's play, Glenn Ford. Glenn, you did a magnificent job. Believe me, I want a recording of your performance for my own personal library of suspense records.
Well, thanks, Ken. Are you a record fan, too? Mrs. Ford and I can't resist a good hot platter.
And speaking of platters, Glenn, isn't Mrs. F. likely to serve you a nice sizzling platter garnished with a thick, juicy steak some night soon?
Oh, she better, Ken.
Well, good, because I have a little gift for you that'll make any steak taste better.
Oh, well, suspense me no further, Ken. What's the secret?
Well, your gift, Glenn, is a basket of Roma California wines presented by Roma, America's greatest vintner. In that basket is a bottle of red, robust Roma Burgundy, the perfect taste companion for tender steaks, a brace of broiled chops, or any red meat. Better tasting Roma Burgundy brings out all the natural hidden flavors in hearty foods, adds pleasure to every bite.
Roma Burgundy, huh? Well, I'll remember that, Ken.
And remember, too, that all Roma wines taste better because Roma starts with choicest grapes, guides them unhurriedly to tempting taste perfection with skill and resources unmatched in America. Then Roma places this luscious grape treasure with Roma wines of years before to await selection from the world's greatest wine reserves for your pleasure. That's why more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine.
Well, I can't think of a better endorsement. Thank you. And good night.
Glenn Ford appeared through the courtesy of Columbia Pictures and is soon to be seen starring in the Columbia picture Framed. Tonight's suspense play was adapted by Irving Moore and Robert Richards from a story by Irving Moore. Next Thursday, same time, you will hear Agnes Moorehead as star of Suspense.
Produced and directed by William Spear for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
From 77 years ago, February 6, 1947, Suspense on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Frank Lovejoy is next as Randy Stone, covering the Nightbeat.
Americans have always been noted for their know-how, and you young men in search of a career, you can put this practical talent to excellent use in one of our nation's many engineering schools. At the present time, we need engineers. We need them to maintain our scientific and engineering superiority. So look to your future, to America's future. Plan now to become an engineer.
Frank Lovejoy, a great actor, but he never really got a starring role except for this. This short-run series ran, I think, 2 seasons on NBC and never really was sponsored. 76 years ago, February 6, 1950, this is the first episode of Frank Lovejoy's Nightbeat, starring Randy Stone. And ironically, it's titled Zero.
Nightbeat.
Hi, this is Randy Stone. I cover the Nightbeat for the Chicago Star. You know, stories start many different ways, but this one began modestly enough with a 0 on a typewriter. That's right, cipher, naught, nothing. But to one man of Chicago's 4 million, that 0 meant death.
Nightbeat, starring Frank Lovejoy as Rudy Stone.
Mine is a funny kind of a job. When that evening sun goes down, I start walking through the dark city, peering into bleak alleys, wandering through the bright neon, listening to the sounds of a city at night, the whisper of footsteps, the shattering roar of an L train, the sob of an ambulance siren. I wander up the boulevards, down the back streets, searching for something in the dark city. And what exactly is it that I seek? Brother, it's something more elusive than the farthest star. I seek the city's heart. Tonight I must have walked for miles. The cold wind off Lake Michigan, ad-libbing with my ribs and the hot breath of my deadline biting into my neck. Then ahead of me I saw that friendly oasis in the darkness, Benny's All-Night Beanery, otherwise known as Tomaine Junction. Throwing caution to the winds, I started through the door for a cup of coffee.
Operator, answer me.
Nobody around but Benny polishing the counter.
Operator, I've
and
been
this little
disconnected
blonde
from the
yapping
party.
excitedly into the wall phone near the door.
Please hurry.
Such devotion, somebody should get that excited over me.
Hello, Mrs. Warren. Yes, we were disconnected. Has he come home yet, Mrs. Warren?
How are you, Benny? How's the bicarbonate king?
Oh, hiya, Randy. You always say that, but you keep coming back.
Glutton for punishment.
Well, you've got to find him. You've just got to.
Get her.
What's with her, Benny?
I know. 25 calls she makes like that. 25 times she gets the same answer. 25 times she comes over to get more nickels.
Business is good, huh?
A hole in the head. What's in it for me making change all night?
Please, Nichols.
Lady, sooner or later I gotta run out. This is it.
I gotta have some.
I don't make 'em here, lady. Now, will you
then
please...
any change, quarters, dimes.
Let me take a look, see if I have any.
Oh, yes, please do. But hurry. Please hurry. I gotta reach him.
Randy, make with the catch. He's passing out.
Oh, easy, lady, easy.
Out cold.
Coffee, Benny, quick. It's one thing I'll say. If Gabriel's trumpet doesn't succeed in waking the dead, all they've got to do is send for some of Benny's coffee. After I got a couple of sips down the girl's throat, she started coming out of it. Tears rolling down her face, her whole body trembling with sobs. Oh, come on now. Now stop it, honey. Stop it.
What happened to me?
You passed out, but good.
What time is it?
Oh, it's 9:45.
I've got to find him. I've just got to.
Oh, now take it easy. You're still shaky. Now, come on. Have a few more sips of this so-called coffee.
Oh, no.
Well, if you think Benny's coffee is bad, you ought to try his hamburgers.
I've just got to find him.
Who have you got to find?
The man.
What man?
The man I killed.
Ask a foolish question, you get a foolish answer. Only before I could ask any more questions, a little lady was on her way out of the place. I looked at Benny just to make sure he'd heard the same thing I had. He'd heard. His mouth was hanging open like somebody had taken out the hinges. I left the beanery and started after the girl. At first, I thought I'd lost her. Then I saw her sagging against the side of a building under the elevator tracks on Deerfield Street. She saw me coming.
Why did you call me? What do you want?
Oh, I'm just an old busybody.
I don't know what to do. I'm going crazy. I should call Mrs. Warren again. Maybe he came home.
Who?
That man.
The man you killed, huh? Well, that makes sense. Now listen,
Oh, you
lady.
don't understand. You just don't understand.
This you can be sure of.
I've got to find him. I've just got to.
You've killed him, but you've got to find him. Yeah.
I must go. Please. Please let me go.
I'm not holding you, kid.
I don't know where to turn.
You don't want to go anyplace, do you? You want help? All right, here it is.
I don't know you.
My name is Stone. Now that we're formally introduced.
The newspaper columnist?
Well, man's got to eat.
Oh, maybe you can help. Maybe you can, Mr. Stone.
Yeah, but first I've got to know why you keep calling the home of the man you killed to see if he's gotten in yet. This is slightly confusing.
All right, I'll tell you. My name is Ruth Baker. I'm receptionist and secretary for Dr. Stanley Loring.
The specialist?
Yes.
Go ahead.
There was a man, Phillip Warren. A week ago, he saw Dr. Loring for an examination. Today, this afternoon, he came back for the report. I was in the outer office when Mr. Warren left the consultation room. He looked strange. Strange and frightened.
Will you give me a cigarette, Miss Baker?
Oh, certainly, Mr. Warren. Here. There's a lighter on the table.
Never mind. I don't want a cigarette.
Is there anything wrong?
Hey, what time have you got?
3:15.
You're a minute slow.
All that?
But a minute is important. Very important.
If you're going to catch a train.
No, it's always important.
Well, yes, I suppose it is.
Oh, yes. You know, I've lived all my life that way. Paying attention to time. Being punctual. My wife considers it a nuisance. Do you?
Oh, I'm afraid I hadn't thought
You
of
should. Everyone should. Time. Have you thought how many different ways one tells time? It can whisper in an hourglass, or tinkle in the tiny little clock, or it can roar, or...
Yes?
All my life it's been important to me. Now he won't tell me when. All he says is sometime. That's not fair, Miss Baker. It's not right.
Look, Mr. Warren, perhaps you'd better lie down.
Oh, no. I've got several things to do. Many things, in fact.
I see.
You don't. But that doesn't matter at all. You know, in my office, I can hear the chimes of the clock in the tower above me. I've always listened to them. I like them because time is important. But I never heard them chime midnight.
Midnight?
I guess midnight is a special time. It's either tomorrow or today. It's in between. Tells a man that the day is over. Another one's going to begin. It's like standing on the edge. Goodbye, Miss Baker. Goodbye, Miss Baker.
Yes, Doctor.
Miss Baker, will you come in, please?
Right away.
Is Warren gone, Miss Baker?
Yes, he just left, Dr. Loring.
Yeah, that was certainly unexpected. I was almost certain it wasn't that serious. Well, put his examination report back, will you?
Yes, sir.
The closed file, Miss Baker.
The closed?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was it?
An inoperable condition.
Oh, now I see.
See what, Miss Baker?
Why he acted so strangely.
Oh, don't worry. He'll go home, think about it. When the first shock wears off, he'll accept it. What else can he do? What else can anyone do?
After that, I went back to my desk, Mr. Stone. I was checking my files and
Come on, Ruth, what?
I made a mistake. A horrible mistake.
What was it?
Well, when a patient comes in for examination, only Dr. Loring knows his name. The technical laboratory has only a number on a card. Mr. Warren's was 5129. I typed it wrong. I typed 5120.
The card number of another patient.
It was a mistake. I put Mr. Warren's name under the wrong laboratory number. The number of a man who is going to die.
Certainly Dr. Loring will be able to tell if Warren...
Well, just a routine checkup would indicate symptoms. It took actual laboratory work to make certain.
Oh, I see.
He'll kill himself. He's that kind of a man. And if he does, I've killed him, murdered him. And if... I don't want to live. I'll kill myself, too.
Oh, now, come on. Now, there's no time for that. Does Dr. Loring know?
I told him right away.
And he tried to reach Warren?
Oh, we've been trying since this afternoon.
At his home?
Everywhere. He must have gone home first because he left his wife a note.
Suicide note?
Yes.
Ruthie, come on, let's go.
Well, where?
To Warren's home. And if he's not there, well, Chicago's a big city. It'll be tough finding one man among 4 million people. But we can try.
I found the note when I got home, Mr. Stone. I knew Philip went to see Dr. Loring, but I didn't know...
Just the note and nothing else, Mrs. Warren?
No, nothing.
You called the police right away?
Well, of course I did.
And you haven't left this apartment?
Not for a second.
Well, didn't he phone, try to get in touch with you at all?
No, Miss Baker, he did not. And if my husband isn't found before he kills himself, I'll see to it that you...
I've been telling you it was a mistake. Anyone could make a mistake like that.
Mistake? To make a man believe he's going to die in horrible pain? No, that's no mistake. That's murder. The cruelest kind of murder.
Don't, please.
Get out of here and leave me alone. Get out.
Wait a minute, Mrs. Warren. Why crucify this kid because she made a mistake that could happen only once in a million years?
To my husband.
To anyone.
Oh, leave me alone.
You want to find him, don't you?
Well, now, what kind of a question is that?
A nice, reasonable question. You want to find him. All right, help us.
But what can we do? By midnight, he'll be dead. The note he left said so.
Someone's at the door.
It might be him.
I'll get it.
Irma.
Mr. Warren?
Warren? Wait, no,
Paul.
Yes.
Paul, what did you find out?
Oh, nothing. I checked every precinct station between here and the Oak Street beach.
Paul, this is Mr. Stone. And the girl who...
I see.
Paul is a friend of Philip's.
Yeah, there's nothing you said?
No one's seen him.
And no suicide report?
Not his.
It's 10 now. We've got 2 hours to find him.
You know, that bothers me. Why should he choose exactly 12 o'clock to die?
If you knew my husband, you'd understand why. The ticking of the clock was the most important thing in his life. You could set your watch by his schedule. Up at 7:30 in the morning. Never 7:28. Never 7:31, 7:30. Breakfast at 10 minutes to 8.
Irma, we haven't time to worry about Philip's idiosyncrasies right now. We've got to find him. As the young lady said, we've only got 2 hours.
Sorry.
Try to think the way he would. What does he do for those 2 hours? Where does he go? What does he want to see?
He's lived all his life doing things exactly the same way. That's all.
Well, that's something.
What are you getting at, Stone?
Well, I was just thinking. Nobody ever lets go of life without holding on to something else. Nobody knows whether you can take a memory with you or not. Maybe it's just a face, a melody, a favorite place. Nobody knows, but we like to think so.
Philip.
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Well, that Philip would want to die exactly as he'd lived, knowing exactly when and where.
That's what I mean, Mrs. Warren.
What?
I want a list of every place your husband might go.
But...
Tell him, Irma.
Well, there are so many places.
100, 1,000. What's the difference? Write them down.
I'll go with you, Stone.
No, you stay here with Mrs. Warren. Somebody's got to be here if he shows up. And step on it with that list, Mrs. Warren. We've got a lot of places to cover by midnight. If we haven't found him, then we can cut our list down to one place. The county morgue.
Nightbeat stars Frank Lovejoy as Randy Stone.
Find one man out of 4 million people. Find one place out of 1,000 square miles of city and do it in 2 hours, 120 minutes. A long chance? Compared to our job, a buck on the Irish sweepstakes was money in the bank. We had 2 things in our favor. One, Mrs. Warren had called the police. 1,000 cops had Warren's description. 2, Warren himself. The way he lived was a clue to the way he might die. On time, punctual. But where? The first place on this list was a little restaurant where he sometimes ate. They knew him there, all right.
Mr. Warren? Yes, I know him.
Has he been in here tonight?
Tonight?
Yes, tonight.
I see you don't know Mr. Warren very well. Mr. Warren comes here on Tuesday evenings only. This is Monday.
Cross off one place. Go to the next. Yes, they knew Mr. Warren. No, he hasn't been in tonight. This is Monday. He comes here only on Fridays. Grab a cab and hurry on. Watching the minutes go by. Watching Ruthie die a minute at a time. Telling her no matter how bad we were doing, the cops would find him for sure. The cigar store, where he stopped for cigarettes, missed him by an hour. The newsreel theater. Sure, an old customer, but he comes on Wednesday for the new weekly show. Ruthie wanting to call Mrs. Warren again to see if the police had found him yet, but no time. 40 minutes gone, an hour lost, going down the list.
Hey, Ben, late edition, get your paper.
Hey, kid.
Oh, paper, mister?
No, not right now. Listen to me. Every night a man stops by here. His name is Warren.
Oh, I know him. What about him?
Well, has he been here tonight?
Oh, sure. Hey, what gives with that guy?
What do you mean?
Well, any other night he's by here 6 o'clock sharp. Tonight he comes past after 10. Buys a paper, a late edition. He's never done that before. In fact, I never seen him after 6.
Which way did he go? Did he say anything to you?
Nothing. All he does is buy the paper, walk away, and then he throws the paper away like he don't want it in the first place.
Which way did he go?
Straight up Michigan. That way. You got to admit it's unusual.
Yes, I admit it. Thank you. Come on, cabby, move. So we went straight up Michigan Avenue that way. All we accomplished was to lose another 5 minutes of our time. And, brother, when it came to time, we were really scraping bottom. Those ever-loving cops were becoming more important by the second. One by one, we kept scratching names off the list. The cafeteria, where he sometimes stopped for coffee, but not tonight. The drugstore, where he stopped for stamps, but not tonight. Then the last place on the list, the very last. A little cocktail lounge on Michigan Avenue. One of those she joints where the lights are so soft and low you can't watch the bartender watering the booze. Our 2 hours were just about all used up.
Can I help you, sir?
Oh, pal, if you can. Nobody else can.
I beg your pardon?
I'm looking for a man named Phillip Warren. Do you know him?
Oh, yeah, quite well. I consider Mr. Warren one of my special customers.
Was he here tonight?
Well, why do you ask?
We don't have time for anything but yes or no answers, please. Yes or no?
I really don't feel I'm at liberty to discuss with complete strangers.
Randy, it's not going to work. We're not going to find him.
Something wrong with Mr. Warren?
Well, to put it mildly, yes. Now, come on.
Well, if you'll tell me why you
now,
want
listen,
you
please.
See, it's not really proper to tell just anyone who happens to inquire.
Pal,
man.
unless we find him in the next 15 minutes, Warren is going to die.
You're joking.
Look at this girl here. If Warren dies, she'll... Never mind. Look at her face and tell me I'm joking.
Oh. All right. I didn't know. Mr. Warren's a good customer, you know. Two strangers asking.
Was he in here, and how long ago?
Well, he came in a little while ago. I thought it was strange, you know, because he's late. It always comes in promptly at 5:35.
Never mind the details. How long ago?
About 10 minutes ago. He sat at the usual place, but then he didn't drink his sherry.
Do you know where he went?
No, I don't.
Did you see him go?
Oh, yeah, I saw him leave.
All right, now think. Has he ever said anything about going anywhere from here?
No. He was always very quiet. Oh, but I think his office is near here.
What makes you think that?
Well, he mentioned once he always leaves it at 5:30.
I see. Thank you. Where's the phone?
Near the entrance.
Come on, Ruth. Thank you.
What is it, Mr. Stone? What did you think of?
You got his home phone number?
Yeah. Written down
Good.
here.
Thank you.
Why are you calling there?
I want to know where his office is.
But why?
All his life, punctual, methodical. Everything to him was a habit. Maybe it's a crazy hunch, but I could be right. He could have gone to his office.
Yes, you could be right.
Come on. Answer.
They've got to be there. They said they'd stay.
They don't answer. Ruth, do you remember where his office is? Must be on your records.
Oh, I don't remember. Oh, but we can go and get it.
Well, there's no time.
Try it again.
They're not there. I told them to stay there, the fools.
What?
The phone directory. Might have a business listing for him. Warren. Phillip Warren.
Is it?
No, only his home phone, the number I just called.
Mr. Stone.
What?
If Mrs. Warren isn't home, she might have gone to the police. Maybe they found him.
That could be it. Keep your fingers crossed that they found him alive.
Randy Stone, snooping around this precinct for stories?
I've got one, Mac.
So?
Listen, I'm in a hurry. You've got to tell me something.
Why, sure, Randy. What?
There's a general call-out for a man named Phillip Warren. Have you got anything on it?
I'll take a look. Warren? Phillip Warren?
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, Mac, come on.
No, nothing here on that name, Randy.
Nothing. Mac, you're crazy. The call went out this afternoon. Every precinct has got it.
Well, this is one of them, but there ain't a thing here. Take a look for yourself. Here's the sheet.
No, I'll take your word for it, Mac. Listen, put out a call right away. He's got to be picked up.
He killed somebody?
He'll kill himself. You hear that, Mac? He'll kill himself if he's not found before midnight.
Before midnight? But that's just 15 minutes.
Yes, I know.
What did they say?
They didn't have a call for him.
Well, that's crazy. They must have. Mrs. Warren, call the police.
Yeah.
What?
Just a minute, Cabby. Look, Ruth. Let's figure it. That last cocktail lounge, the bartender said Warren came in every evening at 5:35, that he left his office at 5:30. Mm-hmm. That makes his office a 5-minute walk from the cocktail lounge.
And what he said to me, remember?
What?
He said he liked to sit in his office and listen to the chimes from the tower above his office.
Tower. 5 minutes from that cocktail lounge on Michigan Avenue.
Look up the avenue.
The Wrigley Building. The clock in the Campanile Tower. Ruth, that's got to be it. We've got 10 minutes to get there and find the office. Cabby, Wrigley Building, fast. The red in the traffic lights didn't mean a thing, but it still took us 3 minutes to get to the Wrigley Building. When we got there, the hands of the clock in the Campanile Tower pointed to 7 of 12. And as we looked up, the larger hand crossed out another minute of Warren's life. One more went by before the night watchman heard me pounding at the doors. And then he opened them.
Hey, what's all the fuss?
Look, my name is Stone. Chicago Star.
Yeah, will that give you the right to pound on doors?
No, please, just listen. Does a man named Phillip Warren have an office in this building?
No, he ain't got no office.
Are you sure?
Sure, of course I'm sure. Man named Warren works here.
Phillip Warren?
Sure, works for Western Research.
Did he come in tonight?
Why?
Stop asking questions, please. We've got to find him or he'll be dead.
But he was all right when he walked in.
All right, take us up to him.
Hey, you got to sign the in and out sheet just like everybody else.
All right. We'll sign it. Just take us up.
Yeah, okay. Got to use the freight elevator, though. Regular ones don't run at night, not this hour.
I don't care which one we use. Just get us up to Warren. stopped looking at my watch while that freight elevator droned its deadly way up to the floor where Warren had his office. And then at last, we were there.
Western Research Office is right down that way. I'll just...
You'll call the police.
Huh?
Call the police. Tell them you're calling for me to get here as soon as they can.
Oh, sure, okay.
Thank you. Come on, Ruth.
There it is.
There's no light inside. It's open.
There's no one here.
Find the light switch.
I can't.
All right, never mind. I'll light a match. What's the matter?
I thought I saw someone at the desk when you lighted that match.
All right. Follow me.
Look.
Mrs. Warren.
What are you doing here?
Well, I thought of the same thing you did, and I...
Irma, you still here?
Yes, Paul. Mr. Stone is here, too.
Stone?
Yes. Turn on the light, Paul.
Why wasn't the light on in the first place?
Well, we thought if Philip came here and saw a light, he wouldn't come in.
That's right, Stone. We called the police. They had nothing yet, so we came here. We thought that...
You called the police?
We just couldn't stay home and do nothing.
The police didn't tell you anything, huh?
No, everyone's looking for Philip.
I'll ask you nice, Paul. Where is he?
I don't understand.
Let's stop playing patty cake. Where is he?
I tell you, we don't know.
Sure you do. Well, you're one of his best friends. Where is he? Come on, give.
Well, we don't know where he is. We came here for the same reason
You never
did.
called the police about your husband like you said. You didn't want them to find him.
You're insane, both of you.
Come on, poor boy. Tell me where he is.
I tell you, I don't know.
Now, let's try it again. Come on.
Stone, you're...
Never mind me. Let's stick to the subject of the moment. Where is he?
I told you.
Where is he? All very neat and clean, wasn't it? Let the old boy kill himself. Just don't do a thing about it.
Stop it, Stone, stop it.
You tell me when, Paul. How much insurance was he going to leave to your lady friend? You sure it isn't one of those non-cancelable policies, Paul? You know some of them don't pay off on suicide. Tell me where he is. Tell me.
Stop it. Stop it. He's on the tower.
It's on top of the building. I saw him. He's going to jump.
Here's your boyfriend, Mrs. Warren. Catch! The tower, Ruth. Come on.
The elevator.
No time. Tower's only 2 flights up. Come on, I'll need you. It was 1 minute of 12 when we took the first step of the 2 flights. The run-up was like one of those dreams in which you stand aside and watch yourself. There was a queer, impersonal detachment about it that made the horror even more real. And then we were out on the roof.
Do you see him?
No, not yet.
What the...
Where?
Look! On the tower!
Warren! Warren, wait! Warren!
Yes, I'll wait. Because it's not quite time. I've got to finish off the day.
You've got to listen to me. You're not going to die. Do you hear me?
He said I was, but he wouldn't say when. He wouldn't tell me when. But I know, I can tell you. It's not quite 12, but what it is.
Warren, look here. Ruth, make him listen to you.
Mr. Warren! Look at me! You know who I am?
Yes, I know. I know everybody in the world. And I can see everybody from here.
Please! The report was a mistake. You're not going to die, do you hear? It was a mistake. Please, listen to me.
You're lying. You're all lying. Everybody lied to me all my life. You want me to suffer. I can't. I tell you I can't. And I know when I'm going to die.
But you're not. It was a mistake. My mistake, not the doctor's. I swear. We're not lying to you. I swear it.
Randy, why? Oh, mother in heaven.
Get your boys ready, Mac.
They're all set. But him? What about him?
Keep talking, Ruth. He's watching you. Keep talking.
Mr. Warren, you're all right. Do you hear? You're not going to die.
He said I would. He told me.
It was a mistake.
Please don't lie to me, please.
It's the truth, Mr. Warren. You're not going to die. Do you believe it?
Oh, thank heaven. Thank heaven.
You can get him now, Mac. He'll hold on until your boys reach him. So here I sit, trying to write my story for tonight. But I keep hitting that one key, 0. Zero, cipher, naught, nothing. Ah. Oh, dear. Someday, a nice, peaceful story is going to be written about a flock of happy little birds leisurely circling a burned-out world, wondering whatever happened to all those crazy two-legged characters who spent their lives knocking each other's brains out. What a nice thing to read that'd be. Yeah, but wait a second. Who'd write it? All right, you broken-down two-bit philosopher. The makeup editor's got to go home, too. So let's get going. Hello? Give me a rewrite.
Nightbeat, a new dramatic series, stars Frank Lovejoy as Randy Stone. Tonight's story was written by Russell Hughes. Nightbeat is edited by Larry Marcus and directed by Warren Lewis. Music by Frank Worth. Others in tonight's cast were Peter Leeds, Gene Bates, Larry Dobkin, Joan Banks, Stacey Harris, Wilms Herbert, and Junius Matthews. Frank Lovejoy will next be seen in Milton Sperling's production Rock Bottom, released by Warner Brothers. Listen next week at this same time and every week as Randy Stone searches through the city for the strange stories waiting for him in the darkness. The stories that come out of the shadows to find their way into Nightbeat. At the end of every year, an organization known as the National Safety Council adds up a tragic row of numbers. These are the figures of America's traffic accidents, an appalling list of death and misery. Last year's Black Edge total showed 32,000 dead. So whether you're a driver or a pedestrian, recognize the danger, drive and walk safely.
The first episode of Nightbeat from 76 years ago, February 6th, 1950, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Let's see how Claudia's holding up. Well, David's out of town, and we'll check on that next.
Driving tonight? Then remember this. Most highway deaths are caused by two temptations, to cut out of line and to go too fast. Crossing the center line of the road is more dangerous than you realize. Statistics prove it. Excessive speed is just as dangerous as officials say. You can predict your own impulses, but you can never predict the other drivers when driving tonight. Drive cautiously, please.
We wrap up this episode of Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox with an episode of Claudia going back 78 years, February 6, 1948. David is in Chicago, and Claudia, pregnant and alone for the first time in her married life. This goes back 78 years, February 6th, 1948.
Your Coca-Cola bottler presents Claudia. Claudia, based on the play and novels by Rose Franken. Brought to you, transcribed, Monday through Friday by your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. Relax, and while you're listening, refresh yourself. Have a Coke. And now, Claudia.
What time is it, Claudia?
Just a little before 10.
So late. I should be getting home.
Oh, stay a little longer, Mama. What do you want to go home for?
That parrot of mine has an insatiable appetite for conversation.
Haven't I?
I should think yours would have been satiated by now. Claudia, are you sure you don't want to come and spend the night at my house?
I'm sure, Mama.
Well, as you like, if you don't mind being alone.
May sound silly, Mama, but I feel sort of closer to David here. His pipe's over there on the shelf, coat hanging in the closet.
That's not silly at all. I understand very well. But I should think you'd feel very close to David even without the pipes and coat.
Very close, Mama. He's in Chicago.
How many times did he call today?
Only once. He said everything was going beautifully. The board committee was very enthusiastic about the freight terminal. The money would be raised, and Oh, Mama, I'm glad it was so successful. It sort of makes it all worth it.
There you go again. All worth what?
Worth David's being away for 2 nights, of course.
Oh.
If the Chicago business hadn't worked out, it'd be such a waste.
Being apart doesn't harm people who love each other. May hurt them, but never harms them.
I hurt awfully. Lonesomeness hurts.
How's your finger?
Fine now, doesn't hurt me a bit.
Have you told David about Bluff?
No, I thought I'd wait till he got back. Mama, what do you suppose David is doing right now?
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
10 o'clock? Oh, sitting around with some of the men discussing things?
David's the handsomest.
Well, he may be the handsomest of men, but right now you're not the handsomest of wives, not by a long shot.
I bet I look awful. I don't even dare peek in the mirror. But I'll look very glamorous tomorrow when David comes home. Wait and see.
You think you'll look glamorous tomorrow just because you're going to bed with your front hair in bobby pins?
And cold cream on my face and oil on my nails.
Hush up, hush. I don't want to hear any more of your beauty secrets. I might end up looking like you.
In a way, a very little way. It's a good thing David went away.
What very little way is that?
Well, a woman needs a little time to herself to, well, keep herself up as well as she should.
Who told you?
What do you mean, who told me? I'm a woman, aren't I?
Oh, that's right. The way you act most of the time, I keep forgetting you're going to be a mother.
David doesn't forget. His future son received an airmail letter from him this morning. He sent him all his love.
You'd think he'd been gone a year. Well, if you're going to be glamorous by tomorrow morning, I'd better be getting home and let you get started.
I'm not the least little bit sleepy. It's funny, I'm never sleepy when David isn't around.
Very funny.
Mama, does my hair seem dry to you?
Come over here. Dampish.
It is wonderful, just right to put it up. You know, Mama, I don't see that men have any right to mind about a woman going to bed with bobby pins in her hair when they go to bed without shaving first. It's the same thing, isn't it?
Don't ask me, ask a man.
I did. He minds.
Too bad. Good night.
Good night, Mama. You don't want to stay? You sure?
I'm sure, Claudia. Just the way you feel about your home, that's the way I feel about mine.
But you're alone, Mama.
So are you. Tonight.
Well, that's only one night.
Well, it's only one lifetime, too.
Maybe that's him.
That's he, Claudia. When I think of the money I spent on your schooling, give him my love.
Hello, David. Oh, darling, where are you? Oh, I miss you terribly. Nope, I'm fine. I mean, I'm as fine as I could be all alone. What's new? How'd everything go? Oh, I'm glad, darling. Mama's been here. She's been here all evening. Oh, Mr. Carrington sends me his regards. Well, you send them right back. I mean, you send him mine back. Darling, this is awfully expensive. When will you be home? I said I was fine, except I miss you. No, I'm not sad. Goodbye. I love you. Lots of them. Goodbye. Yes. Goodbye. Sweet dreams. Goodbye. Mama, he's... Mama? Oh, she sneaked out on me, Shakespeare. She thought I wanted to be alone with David. Well, now I'm alone with you. Come on, kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, Shakespeare, are you as lonesome for another cat as I am for David? Because if you are, well, I'd feel awful for you. Come on now, baby. We'll sit right here on the nice soft sofa and we'll darn. Just a few more songs before we go to bed. Just one or two. Maybe just one more. Shakespeare, stop tickling my ear. Go away now, go away. My back is still. Shakespeare, please don't.
I thought you liked having your ear tickled.
No, I don't. I hate it. Go away.
Do you always sleep on the sofa when I'm not here? Darling, it's me.
What? David. David, where'd you come from?
From Chicago.
What time is it? Is it tomorrow already?
3 o'clock, time you were in bed. Or were you waiting up for me?
Oh, David, I didn't know it, but I'd wait up for you forever. Don't you ever dare go away again. I've missed you so.
Don't worry, I won't. That's why I came back.
Did you hate it as much as I did? Don't talk, just kiss me.
I hated it more.
But just a minute ago, I talked to you in Chicago.
Yeah, I took the next plane back because you sounded as if you were getting along so well without me.
Don't fool yourself.
Say, you look lovely.
I do?
You never fix yourself up like that for me. Were you expecting somebody else?
Don't be silly. I was just... Good heavens, I just remembered.
You were expecting somebody else?
My hair, my nose, my nails, my bathrobe.
Very stunning, very.
David, I was supposed to look glamorous for you, but not tonight. Tomorrow.
You want me to go away and then come back again?
Don't even joke about it.
I love you. Kiss me.
Are you tired terribly? Would you like something to eat? Kiss me.
I'm not tired. I'm not hungry. You look cute.
I look awful. I'm embarrassed.
Oh, so this is how wives walk around when husbands aren't around.
They...
Is this the way you look all day when I'm out?
It is not. David, tell me everything that happened while you were gone.
I told you when I telephoned. What happened here?
Here, nothing. What could happen?
Anything.
Oh, well, nothing
How's
did.
Shakespeare?
Shakespeare, he insisted on getting into bed with me last night. He knew I was lonesome.
That cat is this husband's best friend. How's Mother?
She's fine, too.
And you were feeling all well again?
I always felt well. Now I feel perfect. I'm even getting sleepy.
So am I. Where's Bluff?
Let's go to bed. You need a shave.
Darling, what's that bandage on your finger?
Bandage? Oh, bandage.
What for?
Oh, I must have cut myself or something.
Yes, you must have, but how?
Well, how does one cut oneself?
You could probably manage to do it with a blunted tomato.
Nope, that's not how I did it. Guess again.
Darling, no games tonight. Just you tell me how you did it, straight off. Boom, just like that.
I cut it.
No.
Yes, I did. You asked me how. On a piece of glass.
Did you get any glass in it?
Of course not.
How'd you know?
I washed it. Anyway, it's too small a cut. It's just a scratch. There couldn't be anything in it but itself. Now, can we go to bed?
What piece of glass did you cut it on, darling?
David, can people sue you for breaking their windows?
Well, sure they can. Claudia, whose window did you break?
Oh, I didn't do it. I'm not responsible at all, but we could sue them right back for my cutting my finger on the window, couldn't I?
You don't sue for a scratch.
Well, can you sue for a dog?
What dog?
Bluff, of course. How many dogs have we got?
Well, if he was... Claudia, where is Bluff?
Oh, David, I wasn't going to tell you till you had a good night's sleep because nothing's really wrong
Now,
anymore.
Come on. Where is he?
In the hospital.
What?
In the dog and cat hospital. David, why did you have to ask me about that scratch on my finger? It's all your fault.
My fault?
Yes.
His? I should have had you locked up before I went to Chicago. What happened?
You don't have to look so worried. Bluff is all right now. He only has 3 stitches on his right paw and 1 on his tail. The very tip of his tail. Oh, yes, and a few under his stomach.
He must look like a patchwork quilt.
I left him at the hospital in case he needed help or something. We can bring him home tomorrow, though.
Bluff and your finger on a window pane that isn't ours. Can we sue or be sued? Not at Mama.
That reminds me, David, I did about half the jigsaw puzzle you gave me. It's not so hard.
Well, this one is murder. Claudia, I can't put the pieces together. Now tell me, where did Bluff...
I took him for a walk, and he was walking backwards or something when a little French poodle started to bark at him.
Well, poodles are scrappy little
It
dogs.
startled Bluff, and he jumped. No, not exactly jumped. Ducked would be more like it, more.
Jumped, ducked. What's the difference? What happened?
David, aren't you glad to be home?
What happened, and then I'll tell you.
Well, Bluff scared a grocer's boy. It really wasn't Bluff's fault. It was the poodle's. We ought to sue that poodle.
Claudia, what happened?
The grocer's boy, he ducked and... No, jumped would be more like it. Yes, he jumped. And he let go of his cart. It was full of things like potatoes and oranges.
And it spilled. Well, what's so terrible about that?
Oh, if that had been all, it wouldn't be terrible. But that isn't what happened. It didn't spill.
It ran away.
Not far, because it was stopped by the window of a drugstore. That's when it happened.
What happened?
I cut my finger.
Oh.
But there was no glass in it. I washed it. Aren't you glad?
What was your finger doing in that window?
Bluff ran after the cart. That's how he got cut, too.
You sure you haven't forgotten anything else?
Positive. Except it cost us $10 to sew up Bluff. And my Band-Aid cost 10 cents. And the drugstore man is going to sue the grocer, and the grocer's going to sue us, and I think we ought to sue somebody, don't you?
And this little finger of yours with this little bandage on it is all the proof I have that this story isn't pure fabrication.
Would I invent a story like that?
I don't know. I just hoped you would. Let's go to bed.
Oh, David, not with you looking like that. Why did you have to go and notice my finger? Now your coming home is all spoiled.
You little dope. Come here. Let me tell you something.
What?
Why I love you, I'll never know.
I know. Because I love you. Oh, David, I missed you so.
I can understand why.
Darling, I'll take the bobby pins out of my hair if you'll shave.
I don't mind the bobby pins. I don't mind them at all.
These programs star Catherine Bard as Claudia and Paul Crabtree as David. And the entire production is supervised and directed by William Brown Maloney. On days when shopping seems to hold one irritation after another, there's one good way to forget your irritation, and that's to pause for ice-cold Coca-Cola. Nowadays, you see that familiar red cooler in your favorite food store, as well as in lunchrooms and service stations. And always it seems to carry the message, take it easy. Pause and refresh yourself. Every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you, transcribed, with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again Monday at the same time. And now this is Joe King saying au revoir. And remember, whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you may be, when you think of refreshment, think of Coca-Cola. For ice-cold Coca-Cola makes any pause the pause that refreshes.
"78 years ago, February 6, 1948, Claudia, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. And that wraps up another week of Classic Radio Theater. We remind you, coming up tomorrow, we'll have Western Adventure. William Conrad as Marshal Matt Dillon in an episode of Gunsmoke. John Daner, Have Gun Will Travel. The Six Shooter, Jimmy Stewart. And The Challenge of the Yukon, starring Paul Sutton. And Fibber, McGee, and Molly. That's all coming up on our Saturday podcast. See you tomorrow, right back here at ClassicRadio.stream. We'll see you tomorrow for more Classic Radio Theater. I'm Wyatt Cox.